let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safe Liquor Beer Release podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's way out better. Nielson Show, let's go.
I'm your huckleberry.
Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromella intros are cutting like a knife.
How dude.
Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
The cracker 6 o'clock, I'm logging with some sirloin bites.
How dude.
It's the Halloo Crew.
I'm your huckleberry.
It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. Halloo, 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 halloo.
How dude.
It's the Halloo Crew.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
It's the Halloo Crew.
How dude. I'm your huckleberry.
It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. Halloo, 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 halloo. It's the Halloo Crew.
What's up? How about them Oilers? Oh boy, we're gonna get into that as we work our way through the show.
How about them Cardinals?
Sure. How about them Cardinals?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? You are right. Oh, you are right. At least Gary Bettman was there.
Yeah.
So you got to hang out with Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
There's lots of great stuff there.
Lakers' big shorthanded win.
Man, you know what? I will say this. I watched a good chunk of that basketball game. I was pretty impressed.
As you should be.
No Luka, no Reeves, no Gabe Vincent.
Ayton lighting
no
it up.
LeBron James. DeAndre Ayton looks like a true throwback big man.
Yeah.
Rui Hachimura had his time. Even Bronny getting involved last night. You love to see it.
Oh, yeah.
What else can we talk about? You know what else we could talk about today? This how dark it is now at night. We were leaving Collingwood Rec Center last night at like 5:10, and it was pretty much not pitch black, but it was already dark. And I have to say, I don't like it.
Time change.
I know. And we get it. I get you. Like, I know other times I've been like, oh, suck it up. But I'm just not liking it this year. It's too dark, too damn early, man.
Have you ever liked it, though?
It's not like I get my diary out and I go, dear diary, I sure do love daylight savings time.
Dark.
But yeah, I don't know.
Nobody likes it, though.
Yeah, this one's getting on my nerves this year. Maybe it's because everything's getting on my nerves right now.
Well,
after the Jays loss and then Bouchard being arguably the softest player in the entire National Hockey League. A lot of things grind my gears, Rick.
We're getting into soup and bread season, and you should just maybe dust off that
that's a good point.
That old chestnut.
Actually, are we looking at some snow tomorrow?
Oh, dude, we are looking at
Oh, no.
I'm supposed to be in Moose Jaw for a wedding Saturday. I don't think I'll be going.
Oh, come on. It's
I
not
think
gonna
I'll have to cancel the hotel. Have you seen this puppy?
What do you mean you've seen this puppy?
It's supposed to be like this. They call it a trough.
No.
And it goes from like Edmonton to Saskatoon down to like Regina Moose Jaw.
What?
So like the West Final is going to be a
Snow game.
It might.
Oh, man, that's good for AJ Ouellette.
Well, yeah. Butler and Ouellette will have their
I
that's
didn't
what the
realize. So
forecast
we're
is.
going to get a dump.
I've been following this puppy. I kind of like.
What? I didn't know
I kinda
this.
like following the weather here, especially like extended long range forecasts.
Well,
for, like,
Margaret
a month.
Basin's snow report returns tomorrow, too. What are the odds of that? The one day we finally get snow.
How timely.
I did not know about this trough.
I got to find this thing because it's just, it looks kind of dirty, to be honest. Like it's
Really?
phallic type of.
The weather forecast looks sexual.
It's kind of, well, it does sometimes.
That
right?
is that is
I don't know, maybe
hilarious.
Clausen could chime in on this puppy, but yeah, tomorrow evening is supposed to like start apparently.
So I'm flying on Thursday, and it's going to be, it's an Air Canada flight. It's going to be delayed. It's going to be a god awful mess. Do I want to see it?
So yeah, it doesn't look as dirty as it used to, but it goes down here and then it goes down like into.
Oh, it comes straight through down to. Oh wow!
It's right in the.
All right. Well, I
So
guess.
yeah,
get
soups
ready
and
for
breads,
that.
man, get on
Yeah, that's not ideal. All right. Well,
it. Sorry, the dark doesn't seem so
that'll
bad
be dark
anymore,
at
does
night,
it?
and it'll also
Hey,
be
yeah.
snowing like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's terrific. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We would very much appreciate that. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. Maybe you're listening on TuneIn Radio. Maybe you're listening on iHeartRadio. Trev, you have those fired up today? Unlike the birthday yesterday. You're so
They were all
excited
good.
for your
Yeah.
birthday.
Boy.
They were all good, yes.
Hey.
They were all fired up.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Was your birthday ruined yesterday?
Oh, it definitely, yeah, you could say it was.
Oh, no.
That sucked. I think that's
Oh, no.
3 years, 3 or 4 years. I've meant to look this up, but in a row, the Oilers have played on my birthday and they've lost.
It's tough. It's tough to have a birthday when it's like October, early November with the Oilers,
Yeah, it does.
right? Because they're
It's no
always
fun.
very mid coming out of the gate.
Absolutely.
That's a tough one. I feel for you, my man.
Yeah, Blue Jays this weekend, obviously, for my birthday
Yeah.
party.
Yeah,
And then
that's
my
tough.
birthday
The Oilers.
just suck. They suck.
man.
They are so not fun to watch.
That's,
Playoff team?
They are so boring.
No, I think Trev makes the best point. They're not fun to watch.
They are boring.
Like last night in that game, you're like, hey, somebody do something. And I'm talking on either team, really. You're just like, man, this game is blah.
Yep. However, I do remember having a conversation similar to this with my father last year, right before playoffs. He's just telling me, like they are just boring to watch. I just can't watch it. I'm like, yeah.
Was that before playoffs
That
last
was
year?
right before playoffs, and I'm like, yeah, I see what you mean. They just, I don't think they're gonna go far, and then you just see them turn it on. So it's annoying, but they are boring. They are so boring. There's nothing from last night's game that I was like, yes, or I was like, oh. I was like, what am I watching? What is this?
You didn't like any of it.
No, not at all, man. I'd rather not watch it, if I'm being honest.
Oh my goodness.
It sucks.
That's where you're at right now, hey?
yeah, and then I look outside, it's dark.
Yeah. And then you're like,
cold.
it's going to start snowing
It's
soon.
depressing.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Hockey season, we love it.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Who doesn't love hockey?
I believe Reed says lacking zest. That was
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
good.
Isn't Zest a type of soap too?
like a clothing.
Their
yeah,
game is
Lemon
stinky
zest.
right now.
yeah,
Lemon zest.
but no zest.
What's that?
We'll get to your Paris Jewelers inbox here in just a second. Bones texts in. Bones is at the airport. Handles things down there. Says, you'll be leaving fine, Dusty. We've got lots of guys coming in to handle the snow.
Well, you took the tour. You've seen their, their arsenal.
I've never got
you
the
didn't
tour.
take that
No,
tour.
You guys got the tour that day.
Okay,
Remember,
that's
I was,
right, too,
I
yeah.
was.
No, they're waiting for it.
Okay, well, that sounds nice then. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. We'll get into, there's a bunch of text messages that we'll obviously sort through after the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-0 lead against a team that can't find a way to win a game essentially the entire season and then finds a way to win a game last night against the Edmonton Oilers. We'll hear what Knoblock had to say. We're going to break down that game-winning goal too. Not to steal highlights and lowlights from Hernan and Gager, but we need to give you another look at Bouchard getting out of the way of everything. Like what world are we living in? Like he does. I don't know anybody
The
who
real
wants
one.
to avoid the contact with the puck or a body more than Evan Bouchard right now. And you can sit here and I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Yeah, but he's a man come playoff time. I'm sorry, man. Like, you need to play better in the regular season. It's as simple as that. And look, we said,
Does he, though?
No, we said, well, I mean,
seriously.
he's not going to be held accountable.
He's not going to be up in the press box. He's making his money. They're going to make a play.
He's
so
on
who cares?
the ice right after costing your team the bloody hockey game.
Exactly.
But it's pathetic. Like, that play was pathetic. Net front space in the National Hockey League is supposed to come at a premium. I'm not sure Bouchard could have had an easier path to the net.
Pious.
Like, it's almost like he came out in front of the net and said, "Hey, Bouch, can you just slide over a bit? I'm going to get some grade A position here." And Bouch was like, "You got it, man. I'm just going to sit back here and watch."
Where would you like
And
me?
they just sat back and watched. And then the rebound gets down. And some people right away on Twitter are like, "Picker's got to have it." Enough. Yeah, was Picker great last night? He looked awkward last night. Made some pretty good saves along the way, but looked a little bit awkward last night. Has Skinner been great this year? He hasn't been. I saw some people last night post game blaming Skinner. I mean, that was crazy as well. But I mean, sometimes it's okay to criticize the big guys when they deserve to be criticized. Sometimes fans should hold these guys accountable too, instead of bitching about the coaching staff not holding them accountable. Like the fact that every time, and we're not talking about small little plays where we're over critiquing Bouchard. He is costing them hockey games by himself this year with plays that are so ridiculously effortless or dumb that they can't be defended. Yet right away, I'll put something out about Bouchard last night. Right away, people are like, well, maybe we should talk about the goaltending. We talk about the goaltending all the time. Oh, you never criticize Nurse. We criticize Nurse all the time. The fact is, yesterday on the show, we were talking about you can't have the ups and downs of a guy at $10.5 million. You have to find some consistency. 2 games ago, he was not good. He was involved with some other guys, once again, getting out of the way on a game-winning goal. Then he scores the overtime winner the next game. And then what happens this game? He essentially allows them to score the game-winning goal. Like, it's unbelievable. And yeah, he's been great the last 2 playoffs, but I mean, when you're making $10.5 million, you have to do more than contribute offensively. And he's just so damn inconsistent. And I'd say this year, the consistent part of it is that
he's inconsistent. That's the consistent part, is that his inconsistency.
No, but I'm worried that defensively really hasn't been inconsistent. It's just been downright bad.
Okay.
So far this year.
There's no roller coaster there for you. It's flat line.
No, it's just, it's disturbing. Anyway, your text message is on it. I've got to do something with my computer here quickly. Hang on. It all went wonky on me again.
Hard reboot?
Okay. Well, I don't want a hard reboot because we got too much stuff going on, but I'm going to...
you should call your computer Bouchard.
This is...
The reliability is...
I'm going to restart one program and then hopefully things get
but every morning there's always a little something. I never really think you can still use it, but there's always a screen up or a...
Yeah. Levi from the Vortex says you still need to make the playoffs. And look, Bouchard is not going to stop them from making the playoffs.
Well...
But the play that he made last night on the game winner, if that happens in bantam hockey or whatever we call it now, U15 hockey, you're like, hey, kid, what the hell were you doing? This is the National Hockey League, and you get paid over $10 million. You can't possibly get out of the way of a shot or not pick up the man. Like, he didn't do anything he was supposed to do on that play last night. It's just... It blows my mind that you can make a play like that. Like, as bad as Nurse has been so far this year, and Nurse was pretty good last year. Nurse hasn't been as good this year as he was last year. Darnell Nurse isn't making that play. Emberson isn't making that play. Kulak isn't making that play. They're at least engaging with the body in front. Like, and don't tell me, oh, maybe he misses Paul Coffey. Just because Paul Coffey's not around anymore means Evan Bouchard just decides that he can watch people stand alone in front of the bloody net? Wrong. Wrong.
What an influence if that is the case. Like,
Well, I mean, I don't know. It was awful last night. It was that was a horrendous play by him last night. And hopefully tonight, 2 points, and they're back in the win column, right? But that's what it has been with this guy so far this year. And for the amount of money he's making, it can't be like that anymore. It just can't. Ugh. All right. Let's lay out the show for you today.
It can and it will.
Well, that's the thing.
It's the problem.
I know you
have your wish list.
I sit here and say that it can't be, but I'm not expecting it to be any different.
Nor should you.
All right, your morning announcements are coming up. We'll get into that. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We'd love it. Your Prolux Lighting morning after show. We'll have your Prolux Lighting bright light of the night.
Do we have to?
Wow, I mean, there's a roster again.
Well, and there's a few numbers last night, too, that I'd like to go over.
Oh, interesting. That sounds interesting. I want to play this text game today. If Knoblock isn't going to hold Bouchard accountable ever, what are some other funny ways they could punish Bouch? Hey,
I like that.
You're still going to get all the ice time that you want. You're still going to be in the power play. We're still going to put you out there late in games. You're still going to be in the penalty kill. But we're gonna tickle you after a lot. Like
we want him to stop screwing up.
Creative punishments / ways to hold Bouch accountable. 780-218-9999. If you're listening over on 95.7 Cruise FM today, how sweet do we sound right now? Eh? Booming voices on the FM dial. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio and better than it ever was before.
Maybe the punishment is more ice time.
Play him more. Play him 30 minutes a night.
The only way we can get through this is to get through it.
That way he'll be so tired he won't even have time to think about getting out of the way and leaving the man open.
Bam, you figured it out.
Craig Button's going to join us just after 7 o'clock today.
That should be good.
Oh, yeah. It'll be interesting. Craig, what do you think about Bouch on the winner?
Why don't you eat up? We'll tell you.
Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. We missed it yesterday because they blew a 2-0 lead against a god-awful St. Louis team. Weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental coming up just after 7:30. Going to get a little fired up around 7:45 today. Here's what it says. It says fired up. And then I've got underneath here, how can you get Bouchard more fired up? So we'll talk about that then, too. That'll be fun.
By actually lighting him on fire. Like that might be the only... Dousing him in gasoline and lighting a match. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Greg Wyshynski to talk all things NHL. I think they've got their first awards watch of the year coming up. And then your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Because the good news is they get right back at it tonight. So that's a positive, I guess. Against an Ottinger-less. Yeah, and Stars no Rupe Hintz and no Matt Duchene. Yeah. And they play the Stars pretty well. So I totally expect them to win this game tonight. Ripe for the picking. And then we'll get into the wrap for William Huff. The Adam Earn revenge game. Is that what's going down tonight? I don't know. Nielson Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson, whoa. We're proud to be local and family owned. Count on experience to speak for itself. With Weiss Johnson, whoa. Striving to bring you a comfortable home. Weiss Johnson, whoa. Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by the great team over at Weiss Johnson, whoa. Whoa. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today. See all the sweet deals that they've set up for us and make your home comfortable now for all seasons. Hell, apparently it's going to snow for the next few days. So if you need that furnace to keep your house and your body and your family warm, it's Weiss Johnson and Train. Train, it's hard to stop a train. You can text us in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Texts are already starting to fly in on other ways to punish Bouch. Bill with 1L texts in and says Bouch should have to shave with Trev's 9-month-old razor. Oh. That's kind of a funny one. One of your text messages are going to win Royal Pizza Text of the Day. Royal Pizza. It's the text of the day. Still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients. You'll find top-notch service for 55 years. Order online today, royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. 6 o'clock hour. You know who that's brought to you by. Your Power Play specialists.
Ewell, your partner in power.
6 o'clock hour brought to you by eWell. eWell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. You can order online anytime as well. eWell.ca. eWell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. You're heading out to do jobs and stuff today. Pop on by eWell, pick up what you need, and go light up the world. Power up the world. Power up the city. Power up Bouch in front of his own net if you get a chance. This text is says, restrict Bouchard from bringing his Werther's originals into the arena.
Yeah, people taking the old man angle really well here.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that does
no
make
more
sense.
Matlock until you get better.
Yeah, that was a good one. Jordan texted this morning. It says, force Bouch to listen to all of Atif's songs.
He just goes otherworldly night to night now.
I sit down in the truck this morning to leave. And I don't know, it's like 5 o'clock. Sit down. And my phone connects. Apple CarPlay or whatever, and I see I've got a text. And I'm like, oh, man. Like something must be going on. Who the hell's texting me at 5 a.m.? And then I click on it. I grab my phone in my pocket as quick as I can. I click on it. It says, Atif. I'm like, what? It says, Atif has sent me a song called the Trev birthday song. The day after Trev's birthday. I didn't even have the heart to reply and be like, hey, man, his birthday was yesterday. We got enough songs we can
Maybe
play.
sending it for next year's birthday.
Yeah, Trev,
something to look forward to.
Trev, you guys are buddies. You sometimes talk about maybe going to games
He
together.
didn't send it to you.
Would you want...
He did. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you did get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Should we play it?
I listened to it. It's tough because my birthday was yesterday. So
Right,
kinda
it was
defeats
yesterday.
The point.
Yeah.
It's a good song, but I think this one's just for us, probably. Sorry, Wheels.
Well, at least you listened to it.
I listened to
He
it.
knows
I love
that
it.
you heard
I
it,
love
right?
it.
So-
And you know what? It's for me. This is for me.
This was homemade, sorry?
This was for me. No.
Okay.
It was AI. So this one's for me, and I think that I should only be. That's his
That's
gift
fair.
for me, right?
That's fair, though. Like,
I don't want
that's fair.
others to know how amazing this song is.
He usually has Grey Cup parties. You should go over there for Grey Cup. Has he
Okay.
invited you yet? I know you guys are.
No, yeah,
That'd be pretty fun, actually.
Yeah.
You'd have a
I'll
great
actually
time.
I'll let him know that you're interested.
We could all go. That'd be great.
Why?
Actually,
I
I'm gonna be.
Why can't you
I'm gonna
guys
be
go?
I'll
broadcasting
be
the Grey
busy.
Cup
I'll
on
be
radio.
watching
So. Yeah.
at my own
Yeah,
house.
we'll all go. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Tom Deere Green texts in and says, morning, boys. Bouchard should have to play the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz in every production in and around Edmonton. Like, you only cast the other members, and then Bouch just has to come in and
He's
play
got
the Tin
that
Man.
narrow. Like I think he'd be a pretty good Tin Man.
He would be a good Tin Man.
Moves like it.
He would be a pretty good Tin Man.
I see it.
All right, 780-218-9999. You can keep the text coming in. If Knoblock's not going to hold him accountable, what are some funny ways maybe he could punish Bouch? 780-218-9999. Let's do your morning announcements here today. Maple Leafs last night, down 3-0, scored 4. Everything's okay now.
Toronto's back.
Oh, Toronto.
We ain't.
Toronto.
Because they don't care about us.
It's
But,
so back,
they're back, baby. Yeah.
So back. And then the Monday Nighter did not go as planned. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Cardinals.
Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals.
Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals in Dallas.
In Dallas. Prime time.
That is the most Dallas Cowboys thing of all time.
George W. there.
Yeah,
Jerry
it's-
Jones trying to make trades. And
Stephen A. Smith was in the house.
Bettman.
Yeah, Gary Bettman was there.
How embarrassing.
Everybody
Yeah.
was in the house.
Everybody picked the Cowboys except Dan Orlovsky and a handful of nasties yesterday on the Sully's Pick'em.
Dan Orlovsky actually picked the Cards.
And he was doing
Man, I love Dan
He was doing a
Orlovsky.
very large victory lap last night.
I
He was
once
tweeting out gifs of himself.
What? A couple of years ago, before we went back to Herm Edwards as our NFL guest, I did text Dan Orlovsky to try to get him because I do love him. I
would've been
think
great.
he's phenomenal.
Oh, he's-
And he actually texted me back, and he said, "Thanks, I'd love to, but I'm super busy with stuff." And I was like, "I get it, man."
And you reached out because he's a former Lion, let's be honest.
One time he ran right through his own end zone.
I know. That's
I don't really like to. I don't like to own him as a former Lion,
but-
like necessarily, but yeah.
See,
Yeah, like he seems like such a good dude, man. That's why I was like, man, this guy should be on our show. But we landed on it with a good one though this year.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and Garofolo.
It's a shame
and it was
that you
fun
haven't
last
been
year
around
with
as
him,
much
too.
to.
I know. That must be going really well. Eh?
He is. I don't know what his plans are next fall, but he might be in the running for an award.
I got 2 more weekends left with the Canadian Football League, and then I'm back on Fridays, baby, and I can't wait. I miss Fridays. And this year we because he couldn't do Thursday, so I put him on Friday. And then after, I was like, damn, I'm not going to get to talk to this guy for like half the season.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. How was Selly's last night?
Great. A real carnival atmosphere there. Loaded burgers flying out of the kitchen. Andrea, actually, she's making a habit of ordering breakfast. A couple eggs, hash browns, bacon, toast, and it looks great. Like it goes down a dream. So, yeah, really nice night there. Jay Jocelyn, Jason Andrea, Jay, another Jay. They're all Jays, 3 Jays. And then Savage and Renee showing up. So, real nice, tight. Andrea, the qualifier. You can qualify again on Thursday. Raiders Broncos trip to Las Vegas, not too bad. We'll make the draw November 20, games early December. But yeah, we had all the TVs going. You really did get that lack of World Series kind of drop off again.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
And time change and Monday and all of those things, said. But no, good night.
I was pretty much tired of sports until I got the DeAndre Ayton game last night. That sucked me back in.
That's got you back in now.
Sucked me back in, man.
Yeah.
Kaiser texts in. 780-218-9999 for anybody listening on 95.7 Cruise FM this morning. That's how you can contact us. Kaiser texts in, and Bouchard should have to do post-game interviews for that game in Shakespearean language. Maybe something like, "Alas, I hath turned the puck over once more."
We have a wish list.
Well, no, but that's how he says it. "Alas, I have turned the puck over once more." I have.
Yes.
Right. That's how they used to talk back then.
Yes.
Back in the Shakespeare days, everybody had a lisp. That's what it was part of
Victorian.
human progression.
Yeah.
And eventually,
we moved away from it. Like our tail.
Yeah. That's how it worked. Safety Bob says if Bouch keeps this up, he'll have to live with Trev so he can see how much damage he's doing to Trev's mental health. See, Bouch, see how this guy is today? That's because of you, man.
I might do it.
Yeah.
He comes home, I'm just listening to Hurt Johnny Cash. Hi, Bouch.
Bouch hurt me today. All right. We've got the Prolux Lighting Morning After Show on the way. And we'll get to more of your text messages in here on funny ways to hold Bouch accountable. 780-218-9999.
Strip him nude, tape him to a pole downtown, and throw tomatoes at him.
Oh, my God.
Let's get to the real suggestions here, eh?
There'd be a bunch of expected goals for people jumping in front of those. Be like, no, leave him alone. Craig Button's going to be by just after 7 o'clock today. Greg Wyshynski around 8:30 this morning. Lots of time for your text messages. We're going to take even a deeper dive into this hockey game coming up next with your Prolux Lighting Morning After Show. But before we get there,
a deeper dive into a kid's pool, pretty much. Like, we're going to explore the bottom. Oh, it's only a foot deep.
We're back right back up to the top.
Right, yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just a blah hockey game last night. And you know what? I'm getting sick and I know this really drives Reed and Jay crazy, but I would love to see Draisaitl and McDavid smile when the team scores goals. Like, it's just sort of like comes over, pat on back. Like,
well, they're mad.
Get fired up.
They're mad.
You're very mid so far this season. You're meh. It's been a meh season so far.
That's what I'm saying. They have nothing to celebrate about.
Well, but I mean,
this is
I
the
don't
game.
know. Sometimes I'm like, man, you guys should be excited. It's a goal in the National Hockey League. Like, and I'm not talking they score, but be excited for your teammates.
Straight business.
To score goals too. Like last night, like it looked like they're like, now we have to have a face-off at center. Come on. All right, let's get to a sports update right now. Are you looking for quality flooring that maybe you could do the risky business slide to? Is that the one where Tom Cruise slides across in his underwear and a white shirt?
That's the test.
Is that risky business?
When they install it and put it in. Okay, one final test. And then
I guarantee the guys over at Paramount Flooring, the crew at Paramount Flooring, probably got into flooring because of that movie.
What do you think they do when they close the doors at the end of the
I'd be sliding all over the place.
Why not?
Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly, and very slidable showroom. Open 7 days a week. Call 780-483-1991. Mention EST for 10% off. Here's the update.
Pius Suter scored the winner with 1:23 left in regulation as the Blues dropped the Oilers 3-2. Oilers would start with a 2-0 lead following goals from Jack Roslovic and Andrew Mangiapane. Connor McDavid, though, became the fourth fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,100 career points as he assisted on both Oilers' goals. The loss drops Edmonton to 6-5-3. They're back on the ice tonight in Dallas. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage gets underway at 5 o'clock here on EST. It's one of 10 games around the league tonight. 3 other games last night. It was the Leafs scoring 4 unanswered in the third to defeat Pittsburgh 4-3. Brock Besser second of the night in overtime, leading the Canucks over the Predators 5-4. And Joey Daccord 29 saves as Seattle defeats Chicago 3-1. Jacoby Brissett tossed a pair of touchdowns as the Cardinals snapped a 5-game slide with a 27-17 victory over the Cowboys from Dallas. Arizona now 3-5, Dallas 3-5-1. The NFL trade deadline, that'll fall later this afternoon at 2 Mountain. Over to the NBA, DeAndre Ayton had 29 points and 10 boards against his former team as the short-handed Lakers beat the Trailblazers 123-115. Raps are back on the court tonight. They'll take on the Bucks in one of 6 games around the NBA. And after leading the Blue Jays to the World Series, manager John Schneider was announced as one of the 3 finalists for the AL Manager of the Year award. He'll be up against Stephen Vogt of the Guardians and Dan Wilson of the Mariners. The winner will be revealed November 11th. Okay. Fire it up, come. Sports Update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet with spill-proof lifeguard technology. On sale until November 17th. Call 780-483-1991. Mention EST for 10% off.
Salud. I'm your huckleberry.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
No! You tell him I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
When dreaming, gratitude in all the world, time and time again. At sunrise, I fight to stay asleep, 'cause I don't want to leave the comfort of this place. 'Cause there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm away. So let's go there, let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where the line and sea? Can you take me higher to a place where golden trees?
6:38 on a Crete Tuesday with the AM Nasty on the FM radio. Thank you very much for listening on 95.7 Cruise FM. Tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio. Also tell them they can listen to Edmonton Sports Talk all day long on TuneIn Radio app, on the iHeart Radio app. It is all free. You can watch us all day long over on YouTube as well, and you can listen on the audio player at edmontonsportstalk.com, and you can find everything if you miss it after the fact as a podcast. Let's get to a couple more text messages. 6 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show is brought to you by Ewell. Nielson Show today and every day presented to you by Weiss Johnson. Whoa. And of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented to you by Play Alberta. Our codes have been reloaded for the month of November. EST50, deposit 50, get a $50 free bet. EST Sports, deposit 50, get a $50 free bet as well. This is a good one. Brandon Not Manning texts in to the Paris Jewelers inbox this morning. Bouchard, when he gets asked to block a puck or God forbid, make a physical play?
No.
It's good incorporation
That's
of
actually pretty funny.
Tombstone Tuesday, yeah.
Right? I think it ties in nicely to a little Tombstone Tuesday as well. Parkside is in and says, Tom Cruise risky business slide would have been safe at home. We don't need to reopen that wound. I just tried to put that thing to bed. I had a dream last night. I was tossing and turning in my sleep last night because I couldn't figure out if I hated the decision to bunt Vladdy over to third in the bottom of the 11th. Right? You're going to score from second on a hit anyway. You're also going to just score from third on a hit. Now, a sacrifice fly would score you as well.
It's those types of decisions that get you in the running for AL Manager of the Year.
I think I watched a couple of things on it last night before I went to bed, and then it just haunted me all night. I don't want to get into it today.
Okay. No.
I'm sure I'll have a few.
Prolux,
I'll have a few rants as we work our way through the winter for sure, no doubt about it. But let's dive into your morning after show. It's the Prolux Lighting morning after show. Here we go.
Being a fan of the Oilers today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to have your say? It's a morning after show where we will talk about the game and let you know who you should blame. You want a show where you will know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game. You want a show so people know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game.
Let's get to another text message as we dive into your Prolux Lighting morning after show. Trev, you got that goal? Yeah, grab that goal. We're going to probably discuss the game winner here in a second. Prolux Lighting morning after show. Simplify lighting with service you can count on. That's the most important thing, right? You want to be able to count on service. Covering all of Alberta, visit prolux.com. I emailed. We're going to redo, Prolux is going to redo some of the lighting in like the office. And I emailed our landlord a couple days ago. And I said, hey, we're going to upgrade to some new lighting. That will be better if we ever leave for you. So are you okay that we do it? They're like, yeah, of course. Like, this is great. So,
what a refreshing twist from the prior.
I know. Well, I mean, we're upgrading their lighting here, so they should be pretty happy about it.
I know, but I mean,
Yeah.
I just...
Anyway, let's get to this text. Comes in from Brad. First time he's ever texted in. This guy's got to be listening on 95.7 Cruise FM. Right, Brad? Right, Brad? Am I right? 361 games into his career. Bouchard is who he is. He's a highly paid power play specialist.
Yes.
He's not going to engage, and he will continue to back away from D-zone contact. He's like the kid that you played with in hockey that used to pull the stork when he knew he was in the shooting lane. I think he might mean the flamingo, right? The flamingo, you'd lift up a leg. As
a long-legged bird, yeah.
Don Cherry used to hate the flamingo on Rock'em Sock'em 3, 4, and 5.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Flamingo.
All right, let's get to your EST big moment that happened. What are you going with, Rick? I mean, the game-winning goal.
No, you want me to get a little creative?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, I'm totally fine with just, it was a 2-2 hockey game.
Yeah.
The others are thinking, oh, we just want a point. We'll get to overtime.
They had a 2-0 lead.
Like, you need to stop waiting to think you're going to win it in overtime. You've also lost in overtime, 3 times already this year? Or overtime or shootout? Like, how about you go try to win the game as opposed to going through the motions and blowing a 2-0 lead?
I will say Robert Thomas included in the lineup as well was a big boon.
That helped the Blues for sure, yeah.
The guy drinks oil. Like, that is his career. He loves playing against this team.
Well, even the Oilers love him. Like, David and Draisaitl love Robbie Thomas.
Well, so there you
the
go.
Draft.
But look, the Blues aren't a bad team. They've lost 7 in a row.
They've been a bad team, though.
They've been a bad team, but I don't think that roster, I don't think that is a bad team. And so you're like, well, if there's one team to kind of get back in the good graces, it'd be this Oilers team right now. And I think Robert Thomas probably, I mean, we did the Orange and Blue breakfast yesterday. He was listed as not tough enough to play. He found his way in the lineup. Got to be a big boost for that team that needed one. And sure as you know what, he goes on and scores. So, but yes, it's the Suter.
Yeah. Let's watch this. First of all, Draisaitl probably could have had a play on this puck, but Schenn beat him to it and then took it behind the net. Anyway, here's the goal from last night. If you're listening on the radio, it won't be ideal, but there's the audio.
You should describe it.
Let's play it. Here we go. Let's play it.
Hesitation move by Suter. He's been frustrated by Pickard all night. Also hit a crossbar. Here's a dish by Schenn. Clubbed on net. Parayko rebound score.
We shouldn't have played that.
3-2 St. Louis.
I didn't want to see it again.
Whose idea was this?
Put us back on. I don't need to see that again. I mean,
the puce is loose.
How we watch Bouchard, like there's a little bit of a push there, like just not even a push. Suter just sort of puts his hands up to start to get position, possibly get his stick maybe in a spot for a tip. And Bush is like, "Oops, sorry." Like he literally, I'm not making this up. It literally looks like he's like, "Oh, I'll get out of the way for you." Honestly, like what the hell was that? I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. None. The coach, like Knoblock, might say what he says, but he's got to go home tomorrow night. Full blown serenity now. Like serenity now.
He is.
Serenity. That's just not. You don't make that play in the Western Hockey League. Like, I'm sorry, you battle for position in front of your own net. He got out of the way of both the puck because, I don't want the puck to hit me. And then I just
read Brad's text.
I don't know what to
again.
say about this.
Read Brad's text again. If you want an answer to what you're.
No, I don't want to read any of these again.
That's what it is.
Like he
is what he is.
He is.
We need to get used to it.
He has to stop being so soft. I mean, the majority of the mistakes that he makes are because he seems like he's afraid to engage.
Maybe he is.
All right, 780-218-9999. What's your super stat tonight? You said there were some stats that you wanted to get to.
There were some positive numbers that we can pull out of this puppy here. McDavid reached 1,100 career points. He had the 2 assists last night.
Yeah, congratulations. That's cool. Fourth fastest to do it.
Fourth fastest to do it. And the Nuge, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, became the 4th player in Oilers franchise history to record 300 power play points. So,
the Nuge
shot both players with 2 assists last night. So some bright spots for them, both on career-wise and on the evening.
Super stat of the night.
Don't. You can't.
Those are
good numbers.
good. Those
Jeff,
are
do you
good
need a hug?
numbers.
Do you want me to give you a hug?
Those are good numbers.
Give Big Daddy a hug?
Oh, I'll give you a hug after the show.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, those are good
Just
numbers.
want you to be okay, buddy. Yeah. The power play went 1 for 1.
100. That's 100%.
Didn't even take that long,
It's looking better.
right?
Well, it's looked pretty solid, I'd say.
Power plays 10 for the last 20.
Top of the league.
Yeah, the power plays come together.
Something to be happy about.
And you can win
without Hyman.
on the power play. Like you can win a season and win the Stanley Cup with just a power play, right?
They've done it before. Well,
Nah,
except
you're
for
gonna
winning the
need a
cup,
little bit more.
I
You
guess.
might need a bit more.
You're going to need a little
Tough
bit
to
more.
just lean on that. Yes.
Super stat of the night. I mean, a stat worth talking about is Ike Howard only played 7 minutes last night. Mm-hmm. At zeros across the board on his
Took a
11
penalty
shifts
as well.
and took a penalty.
Trent Frederick, 6 hits.
Yeah, after he took that penalty, he was.
I
think he
pointed
got
out
benched.
well, so they held him accountable.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he doesn't make $10 million.
you
can't hold a $10 million guy.
No, but you can.
No, you
like,
can't.
should.
It's
That's
impossible.
the problem
Nope.
with this team.
Yes.
That's the problem with this team. Everybody's always tiptoeing around all the guys who make all the money. When those are the guys who probably let you down the most so far this season. Like, God. And by the way, Frederick, I did the math on it last night.
You did the math?
I
How long did
posted
that
it in
take?
the post-game show.
Frederick math?
No. Frederick is on pace for 46 goals
Okay.
over the length of his 8-year contract.
Oh.
Nice.
Gonna have to crank it up a bit.
I was wondering how you got to that 46. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, he's on pace for 46 goals.
That adds up.
Over the length of his 8-year deal. So there's that.
If they're momentous goals,
Yeah, he's going to score 46 game winners.
Yeah. Overtimes.
This guy only scores big goals.
City needs a hero.
All right, the 3 stars of the hockey, and we're going to hear what Knoblock had to say or not say after the game. 3 stars of the game last night. Robbie Thomas in his return to the lineup. Puss Suter. And Dvorsky. Excellent. That's his first NHL goal. You see that shot that kid had?
Somebody tweeted out
rocket.
That's what hockey players. That's the term they use when their parents split up.
That was funny. Yeah,
I don't know who had that.
What's happening with your parents? Oh, they're getting a Dvorsky.
Just got Bill Dvorsky.
Yeah, I can't remember who tweeted that last night, but that is funny. I had a chuckle at that last night too. All right, so those are your 3 stars. Who's your 4-star of the game, buddy?
One of Nuge or McDavid, and I will go with Nuge because he was a +1. McDavid was even. So there's that. And McDavid took I'll go with Nuge, 2 assists.
38 star of the game. I mean, I can't go anywhere else. I sat here for the entire first 50 minutes of the show today, criticizing Evan Bouchard.
What a twist! You come on Picker now.
To me, he did nothing right on the game-winning goal. You know, like he just, I'm going to need a video of a bunch of other NHL defensemen who see somebody go to their front of the net and just go, oh, sorry. Oh, good rebound. Oh, no. Like, come on, man.
But then I want a video of NHL defenseman putting up the points that he has in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's awesome at putting up points in the playoffs. And he's better defensively in the playoffs. But he's been piss poor this year.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's about time we got used to it.
Was it this bad when he was a rookie? Like coming in 2 years ago even?
I don't know if it's ever as bad as it's been for this month.
It's slightly more excusable given like,
honestly,
as a rookie, you kind of, there are growing pains and you would tend to.
He looks like the guy who's like, you know what, if I just stay the way, somebody else is going to do this job.
Yeah.
In the defensive zone.
Looks like that's what he's waiting for.
All right, so that's your 38 star of the game. I'm going to go with Evan Bouchard having the best seat in the house for the game winner last night. I mean, Suter's probably mocking him today in a group chat somewhere. Think about that.
And then he just let me just
you never believe it. I decided I was going to go to the front of the net and I was waiting for some punishment. And then Bouch just sort of stepped aside.
You never got it. Yeah.
And then I got the rebound and I scored.
He kind of backed off.
But he did. He did back away from it.
Back away.
Kevin from Spruce, why don't you talk about the big 3 not having a single shot on goal? He's kind of got a point.
Who's the big 3? Nuge? Is Nuge included in the big 3?
That's a good question too. Who is your big 3?
McDavid, Draisaitl.
Roslovic scored for crying out loud.
Well, I mean, they went through the motions. This team is lacking emotion this year. I don't think anybody would debate that.
Well, let's listen
and that goes from and to be honest with you, a team that's lacking emotion, I think you have to look to its leadership group. And the leadership group might be the biggest example of lacking of emotion.
This goes back to your celebratory take, which I agree with.
It's just like they score, and it's just like and go, they're acting like they've been there before. The greatest goal scorer in the history of the game has basically had an incredible celebration for all 900 of his goals.
Yeah.
These guys are just like, oh, hey man, let's get back.
You gotta be classy. You gotta be classy. You can't.
Where's the emotion in this team right now? There's zilch. There's nothing.
No zest.
And I feel like other guys, when they're scored, they're like, oh, I just got to act cool here, too. Because that's what
we do. That's what we do here, yeah. It's a polished.
And that comes back around to the McDavids and the Draisaitl's. And that's a great point. No shots on goal last night for those 2 guys. McDavid had a couple assists. Nuge had a couple of assists. Podkolzin and Draisaitl. And
McDavid had a couple 1-on-4
Roslovic were combined -5.
He's trying to,
All right, well, let's... Well, you know what? Let's do your bright light of the night. There's gotta be a bright light in here somewhere, right? Let's do it, Peter. Oh, I missed this last week. It's the bright light of the night for Prolux Lighting.
You're doing your best JD Martinez impression there.
Did you see that? I was going to let the 6 chest hairs I have breathe a little bit. Stop looking at me, you creep. All right, who is our Prolux Lighting bright light of the night?
I don't know.
Who do you want to go with? Trev, any suggestions? I guess we got to go with probably
Roslovic,
one of the 2 goal scorers.
He's second straight power play goal. He said he's learning the codes.
He was also -2 though.
I think nobody cares about plus minus. It's a garbage stat.
It's just another way to look at some of the fancier stats. I think we go with Mangiapane. He scored. Sorry, Trev. I know you hate to hear this, but he scored, finished +1, 3 shots on goal, which tied with Podkolzin. I mean, the difference between Podkolzin shots on goal and Mangiapane shots on goal, or that Mangiapane shots on goal have a chance of going in.
That's true.
Mangiapane had 3 of them last night. Let's go, Mangiapane. Your bright light of the night.
The night keeps getting worse from you.
Trev's just melting away in the corner. All right, here's Knoblock after the game. I'm sure he was fired up. Well, a 2-0 lead. Let's find out.
Okay, another overtime, which you've been accustomed to playing lately, and then at least you feel like you've got a point, and if you get the second one, it feels like an even better, more complete evening.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go to overtime. It didn't feel like we were sitting back. I thought we had a lot of push, had our chances, not that we were playing it safe. Unfortunate that, minute and a half to give them that goal like that. Yeah, it's tough, especially when we're up 2-0 and then end up losing and not getting any points.
Was it a feeling until that 2-goal stretch in the 2.5 minutes that you'd been playing pretty good, a road game, and playing the type of hockey you want?
Early in the second period, they had some chances where I didn't think we defended well off the rush, whether their D were beating up ice or we're just playing the rush a little bit soft. And, after, second period, it felt that way. The third period was a little bit better. But, it's just unfortunate where it felt that most of the game, we played well enough to get 2 points.
Does this game feel at all similar to the last 2 games that you guys have played?
Just close. Could have went either way. Down to the last minutes. So I guess in that way, yes, it was.
Close, could have gone either way, pretty much just going through the motions. Yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of similar. All right, so there you go. That is Knoblock after his team blows a 2-0 lead against the St. Louis Blues that hadn't won in 2 weeks. And we're dead last in their division. And they gift-wrapped the game-winning goal. Like, even if you play it, can you bring? Do you still have the goal there?
For punishment.
Shen shouldn't get this puck in the first place. Like, there's a puck sitting right in the slot area, and it's Shen that goes and gets it, and then he's able to swoop around behind the net and play it back to the point. And then shot comes in. Bouch makes sure he gets away of everything.
You want me to mute it?
What's that?
Mute it?
Yeah, you can mute it. Sure. Yeah, mute it, and then I'll talk over it because there's a lot of things going on here. But okay, yeah, let's run it. We got Craig Button coming up here just after 7:00, but play it. Let's see. Okay, so you look right here. Look, Shen goes right past Draisaitl to pick up that puck. Right past Draisaitl. Draisaitl does nothing. Shen gets it back to the point. Bouchard gets out of the way, and the easiest goal that Suter's ever going to score. Like that is just a focus on defensive effort in the zone. Shen skated under Draisaitl to get to that loose puck. And then we know what Bouchard does. Like, I can't. It's laughable. Like, his effort on the game-winning goal is laughable. Absolutely atrocious. And yeah, there were 4 forwards last night who didn't have a shot on goal for the Oilers. Ike Howard was one of them. He got benched, didn't play. Draisaitl, Nuge, and McDavid, the other 3 guys who didn't have a shot on goal last night for the Oilers. And they lose to the St. Louis Blues. It's been a fun 6:00 hour. And this has been...
As it normally is when we have to deconstruct one of these.
I think tomorrow we'll be talking about a dub.
Probably.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We are looking for your text messages today. If you aren't going to hold them accountable with ice time, what other funny ways could Knoblock punish Bouch? One of these are probably going to win the Royal Pizza text of the day today. Yeah, we'll get into that. Saskatoon Muncher is in. Do we need to rehash the conversation about the lack of intensity and the demeanor of the head coach? Maybe there's actually something to it. Well, maybe we'll get into that a little bit with Craig Button today. Eh? Why not? 6 o'clock hour on the Nielson Show has been brought to you by Ewell. They're your power play specialists.
Ewell, your partner in power.
All right. Fun 6 o'clock hour conch for everybody. Keep the Boosh texts coming in. In hour number 2, we've got Craig Button coming up. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider. We'll have your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. Oilers in action again tonight. We've got a special that's already up with our title sponsor over at Play Alberta, playalberta.ca. We'll do your weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental, and then we're going to get fired up. How does this team get more fired up? How much of that is just the issue? A lack of emotion with this group. Let's say you. We're going to get into that a little bit as we work our way through the second hour of the show as well. Nielsen Show presented to you by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson. Whoa. And let's get to a sports update brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
Oilers coughing up a 2-goal lead that fall 3-2 to the Blues out in St. Louis. Pius Suter with the winner with 1:23 left in regulation. Connor McDavid, though, becoming the 4th fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,100 career points. He assisted on both Oilers' goals. The loss drops Edmonton to 6-5-3. They'll hit the ice again tonight in Dallas. Take on the Stars in one of 10 games around the NHL. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage gets underway at 5 here on EST. Elsewhere last night, the Leafs would score 4 unanswered in the third to knock off the Penguins 4-3. Brock Besser, second of the evening in overtime, leading the Canucks over the Preds 5-4. And Joey Daccord, 29 saves. Seattle atop Chicago 3-1. Jacoby Brissett tossed a pair of touchdowns. Cardinals snapped a 5-game slide with a 27-17 victory over the Cowboys from the Big D. Arizona improved to 3-5. The loss drops Dallas to 3-5-1. NFL trade deadline will fall later today at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. DeAndre Ayton had 29 points and 10 boards against his former club as the shorthanded Lakers knocked off the Trailblazers 123-115. Raps are back on the court tonight. They'll take on the Bucks in one of 6 games around the association. And after leading the Toronto Blue Jays to the World Series, manager John Schneider was announced as one of the 3 finalists for the American League Manager of the Year award. He'll be up against Stephen Vogt of the Guardians, Dan Wilson of the Mariners. The winner will be revealed November 11th. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
Such a special day. Bagpipes fired up and the nasty bash is underway. And we know that there's a special place where all the AM nasties can party for just a single day. We are just living the dream since leaving 1260. Beers at Fergie's Place with that trash TV. The Elks did make us proud, and boy, it caused a scene. Cash J's play of the day, and everybody screamed, oh, it just have begun. All the boys and girls, nasty bash at the club. Oh, mama, we're just having fun. Trolls dancing with wheels, it's where we belong down at Fergie's Rugby Club. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. We'll be just a stuck in the bathroom and Tony changing beds outside the door. Big uke and a 6 o'clocker can. Dusty pours it on his head. Now he's a made man. Nelson had a crazy dream. Honeydill for him to eat. Christian from Winnipeg, you've been too good to he. Trev's grandma won't be proud, 'cause in his car he'd sleep. Tommy sees another girl, you know he's gonna scream. Oh, we just have begun. All the boys and girls, nasty bash at the club. Oh mama, we're just having fun. Troy's dancing with wheels, it's where we belong down at Fergie's Rugby Club. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. We'll be two-step dancing over on the hardwood. We're gonna keep on bashing at Fergie's Rugby Club. Fergie's Rugby Club.
Lots of text messages continue to roll in after the Oilers blow a 2-0 lead to the lowly Blues. Edmonton Sports Talk presented to you by Play Alberta. Download the new and improved Play Alberta app today. Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson,
Hey, if you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM this morning, please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio and better than ever. We think they'll like that. And of course, if you're listening on TuneIn Radio or iHeartRadio, there are free apps. So tell your friends that they can stream our entire day of sports talk static free on TuneIn or iHeartRadio. Here's the 7 o'clock hour of the show for you, brought to you by GameSense. Remember to set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. We're going to have Craig Button to kick us off. Then we'll get to your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. Then we're going to get to Confessions for Spectrum Rental. That's what we do on Thursdays or Tuesdays around 7:30. And then we'll get fired up, asking how this team can maybe get a little bit more fired up. And why aren't they a little bit more fired up from night to night? So we've got lots to get to on that front. Craig Button will be our GS Construction Hockey Insider today. GS is looking for experienced pipe layers, operators, top men, superintendents, and more. If you fit any of those categories and want to take your career to another level, visit gsconstruction.ca. GS Construction, serving your community for over 50 years. Mr. Button joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline today. 15 locations across Edmonton and the greater area. Easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy. Unlike the Oilers last night, where they couldn't satisfy anything. Let's bring in Craig Button. Craig, as you can probably expect, last night's loss to the Blues, in which you had a 2-0 lead, is not going over very well here today. Uh-oh. Craig's muted. He's not muted. Are you going to have to send him a new link, Trev? Trevor, we send him Button a new link? All right, Craig, we're going to send you a new link.
Swears.
Give us a second. Yeah.
He wasn't muted at all. It was just
Trev, bring us back up. We'll send Craig a new link. I don't know. It's actually just Craig. That is weird. You're right. It is just Craig, isn't it?
Meanwhile, in the Paris Drulers inbox, framer Johnny has compared Bouchard to Vlad Guerrero Jr.
I'm not going to look at it, but in what fashion?
Well, take a guess. Now think about this one. And
he's on a private jet to Cancun right now?
In his mind,
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know what the comparison would be.
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, read that one.
Why is paying Bouchard $10 million for a crappy regular season and a great playoff any different from Vladdy? He hits a paltry .285 with 23 dingers for $50 million, then has a great playoff.
Well, Vladdy's had better regular seasons.
I know.
I mean, Bouch has had better regular seasons too. He's not having one this year.
Give you the opportunity to reply to framer Johnny there, but I just thought those two names together this morning.
Yeah, I mean, interesting time to...
pretty interesting indeed.
Interesting time to bring that up. Horse Eyes texts in and says, it's not Bouchard. It's all that Dan Marino's fault. Everyone knows that. Blaze is out.
I do like Bouch blaming Dan Marino.
Yeah.
When questioned.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. The Paris Jewelers inbox is busy today. We're going to try to sort through as many of those as we can. It's the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999. Shop in stores, West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, or just visit their website, parisjewelers.com. They are Canadian. They are family owned and so flexible. You can buy now and not pay for 1 year, which is a pretty good deal, I think. I don't know how we're going to sort through enough of these texts today to figure out which one's going to be your Royal Pizza text of the day, but we will try to do our best.
It will show itself. Like there will be...
You're right.
There's always that one that...
Sheldon on a parts desk texts in the follow-up to that last Ace Ventura one. Dan Marino deserves to rot in hell. Cookie?
I do like a continuation text chain of the entire movie one of these mornings where we just keep
continues to get sent in. BMAC texts in and says, "Yeah, you guys nailed it. They're too cool for school. They need more emotion, boys."
This is a good text.
It's giving the cool dad that walks away and doesn't watch the bowling ball hit pins vibes.
Yeah.
You know the guy who throws it, knows it's a strike, turn around, walks away.
But then it's not a strike and it goes into the gutter.
Yeah. I mean, here's the question, though. Who's supposed to drive that emotion? Right? Is it Zach Hyman? Is the answer Zach Hyman? Is that what it is? Or like from an emotional perspective? Is it Zach Hyman? Because if we're sitting here going, McDavid and Draisaitl are supposed to drive that emotion. These guys are 10 years into their career. They might not just be those guys who drive the emotion outside of rare moments come playoff time. Maybe Zach Hyman is the reason that this team is just very blah so far this season.
And you could be right, but if it is the reason, I ain't having it either. Like I
think it might be.
Yeah, it could be.
All right, we have Craig Button. All right, let's bring back in Craig Button on our Firehouse Subs hotline today. Craig, good morning. How are you, sir?
I am very good. How are you, gentlemen, this morning?
We are
pretty good.
We're doing okay. We're a little fired up about the hockey game last night. I mean,
you should be.
Yeah,
it was pathetic.
Thank you.
You know, they play stretches at times. You know, you use the word blah. I mean, here's what they talk about: the Stanley Cup. Can we just give a break on the Stanley Cup? Like they're not a Stanley Cup contender. Okay, their team has too many gaps in it, and the way they play, they're not serious. So let's just stop with the Stanley Cup. Try to be a good team first. Try to get to being a good team, a good consistent team, a good competitive team, not a team that plays for little fits and spurts and little stretches here and there. They've won games this year they shouldn't have won. Their record is belying their bigger problems. I mean, can you imagine now in Edmonton, they're celebrating league average goaltending? They're celebrating league average goaltending. League average goaltending is winning you nothing. Their roster has massive gaps in it. And I said it last night on TSN. The summer of 2024 was a turning point for this franchise. Broberg, Holloway, McLeod, Fogle out the door. And that's what they've been doing. They've been chasing that. They've been chasing those guys to try to get back into the mix. And the guys they have, not doing the job.
They're very vanilla right now, Craig, and we're trying to determine. I mean, where's the emotion? Like they don't even really celebrate when they score. Like I don't think it can just be Zach Hyman's that guy now. Perry's gone. Some of these other guys are gone. But I mean, should that not come from the nurses and the McDavids and the Draisaitl's and the guys who are supposed to lead this team to have a little bit of emotion in their game right now? Because those guys just like Draisaitl and McDavid didn't have a shot last night in last night's hockey game.
So, I mean, we know how talented they are and how good they are. Like, just think about it. Two of the very best players on the planet don't get a shot on goal. Like, seriously, like, really? Like, and, you know, Connor McDavid, like you're elite. And sometimes when things aren't going your way, you have to just show the way. You have to show the way. Good players, strong leaders show the way. They do things that just say, we're not accepting this. To me, that's the concern I have. The Oilers are too accepting. Like, after they lost to Montreal, beat Montreal, they all said, yeah, we're not going to win games playing like that. So what do? They go out and play games like that. Like, really? Your actions speak so loudly, I'm not even hearing what you're saying. And I think that, they're going to have to find a way to get a competitive level in their game. And if Zach Hyman comes back and they win 16 games in a row, he should get the MVP award.
Craig, I have the privilege of hosting normally Fridays while Dustin's doing Canadian Football League duties during the season. I was in last Friday breaking down the loss to the Rangers, in which it was Halloween. Evan Bouchard popped up again. We had a great time with that on the show, as you could imagine. Then Saturday happens. Evan Bouchard scoring in overtime against the Blackhawks, playing decent defensively. And then last night happens with the Pius Suter goal. Are we ever going to get off this roller coaster, or is this is the ride we are on in this market with this player? And kind of as you were talking earlier with the emotion and everything, a guy that really seems to embody that attitude most of the time.
Yeah, I've watched Evan play for a long time, and the way Evan approaches the game has always been in that kind of what I would call a laissez-faire approach. But he's been a really good player, and we know he's been a really good player, and the Edmonton Oilers fans know he's been a really good player. The criticism is warranted because he's not a very good player right now. And now, and again, nobody's ever asked Evan Bouchard to go out and hammer people or run over people, but just be sturdy, be strong. I mean, on that winning goal last night, like, where was he going? Does he not understand that, like, the front of the net's really important?
I don't know what he was doing there, Craig. Like, you don't see that at any level. Like, what was that?
Exactly. Well, that's exactly it, right? Like, so you don't have to stand there and Chris Pronger your opponent in front of the net, but you got to be in that position to say you're not going to get an easy tap in goal. I mean, you know what that looked like on Evan Bouchard? That looked like a practice drill with the stick turned over when they the shot comes from the point. They're working on the forwards, getting rebounds, and trying to I got to go on next defenseman's coming into the rotation for the drill. That's what it looked like.
That actually is a really good example of it. It's like, no, we want the forward to be able to make the play on the puck. It's a rebound drill for forward. So be there, but don't really be there, right? And that's what ended up happening last night. So we've had some people suggest, Craig, and they texted in, they're over on YouTube, that the team is sort of taking the approach of the coach, and that Knoblock's not a guy who gets very fired up. Whether they win a game, they lose a game, he's pretty much the same guy, even keeled. How much of that is actually a thing that you take on the feel and the attitude and the way your coach approaches it?
I don't know. I mean, they took on the attitude of the coach and went to 2 straight Stanley Cup finals. He came in and got a team to collectively, really work together. I think one of Chris's greatest assets was when he came into the team and he said, we are going to value all the different contributions from out the team. And he didn't just automatically, early in the game, go to McDavid and Draisaitl. I think he's gotten away from that. Now, in fairness to Chris, I think he's gotten away from it because of the gaps in the lineup. He looks and goes, geez, I don't have a real good option deeper down my lineup. I'm trying Savoy. I'm trying Isaac Howard. I mean, you got Podkolzin who works his butt off. He's the third line at best forward. He's playing up in the lineup. They had Kasperi Kapanen in there. And, you're not going to – you can't – they started the year with Trent Frederick on the first line. Like those are the gaps I'm talking about. Tomashik, I get that you're trying to sign players that are coming over from Europe because you don't have prospects and you've traded away your picks and you don't have anybody in the system. I get it. But they can't, they're not getting the job done. And that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. And sure, Zach Hyman being out of the lineup hurts because, you're trying to fill spots. But 14 games in, and those guys aren't showing that they're going to help this team be successful. And again, I'm going to go back to it. All they talk about is we're here to compete for the Stanley Cup. Not with this team and not the way they're playing.
Well, and they got to get right back at it tonight against the Dallas Stars. Dallas won't have Ottinger. They won't have Rupe Hintz. They won't have Duchesne. The others, obviously, missing a guy like Zach Hyman as well. Dallas has sort of had not a awesome start to the year either. I don't know if we'll say these two teams are in similar spots right now, but your thoughts on where Dallas is at as the Oilers roll into town tonight?
Yeah, I think Dallas is a similar type team right now. I mean, they've gone to the Western Conference Finals three straight seasons, and they make a coaching change in the offseason. I think they're a light team. I think I think that some of the things that they did with their roster construction has hurt them. I know lots of people were talking about them being a Stanley Cup contender. I wasn't buying in the offseason, and I'm certainly not buying now. They're another team that, to me, has hold. The blue line isn't that great. And, you take Jake Ottinger out of it. I mean, who's a darn good goaltender. But you look at their lineup, look at their forward group. I mean, yeah, you got 4 or 5 guys. And then after that, I think it drops off significantly. And I think when you start looking around at teams that are stronger and deeper, that becomes a problem. So, you're missing some players, but I think Dallas is much like Edmonton. They've blown leads this year. They've won games where they've blown leads. They were up in the game and then blown leads, and then it became nail-biting time. So I think that your comparison of Dallas and Edmonton being very similar is spot on.
Craig, before I let you go, I want to circle back around to Bouchard just here quickly because you mentioned it. He's not played well so far this year. But you're not, I mean, I don't know. I know it's people last night on Twitter were coming saying, take him out, let him sit for a game. And I don't think they would ever do that. So how do you hold him accountable without doing something like that? Like, how do you approach it?
Yeah, I said one other thing I'd like to add too. Matthias Ekholm hasn't played very well either.
No, as a pair, they've been underwhelming, 100%.
Yeah, they have. So, I mean, we're talking about a pair that was really, really strong. Now, I look at it this way. Like, you can come down and with the hammer and say, okay, you're not playing Evan, sit him in the press box. Yeah, okay, I get that. That's the stick approach. It's not the way I would go at it. I think Evan cares, so I don't have any question with that, any problem with that. I would sit him down. Remember, Mark Stewart is new now, working with the group solely. Paul Coffey's out, and Paul Coffey, I think, was significant in terms of not only Evan, but the defense group playing. So I think you got to, sit down if you're Mark, get comfortable. I think he's getting comfortable. He's been around the team, but he's the leader now. But I would just pull Evan aside and Matthias and say, here, guys, here's where you're at your best. When you're doing these things and you play this way, this is when our team has success. This is when you're at your best. And that's what I would be doing with Evan Bouchard right now. Because I don't think that, the stick is going to work. So I think he's competitive. I think that he wants to be good. He's not happy about it. Yes, his personality is such that people, he doesn't care. He cares. And we've seen that again and again and again over the years. You just gotta find a way to get him back to form. That's what I feel, because he's too talented and he's too good. So that's the approach that I would be taking with Evan Bouchard.
Craig, as always, man, we appreciate the time. Thanks a lot.
And if you guys are ever struggling, it's the approach I'll take with you guys too.
Thank you, Craig. We appreciate your patience. See you later, man. There you go. That's Craig Button. He's your GS Construction Hockey Insider, joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. At Firehouse Subs, all our subs freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, toasted to perfection. I'd go for one of these bad boys right now. I'm not going to lie.
Get on the phone.
Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll.
Craig, though, with the stick would probably whip you into shape. Like, that's something I would...
Sometimes you need a little whipping.
Even the threat of Craig and the stick would probably get me into... You right?
Miranda in YYC texts in. Morning, guys. Holy Jesus, you guys. They don't need somebody to drive their emotion. They need to do their effing job, all in caps.
Yeah, no.
Miranda in YYC is fired up.
She ain't wrong.
Like a little Napoleon fireplace in Temco.
Go on there.
Do any of us need a freaking hype man to do our job? Like, I'm going to give mid vibes because Barbara in accounting isn't screaming at me like a spin class instructor. Please, this is not a serious team. Miranda, fired up in YYC.
Although having a hype man would be pretty...
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Miranda, in YYC.
She's bang on.
Maybe they don't go at Bouch or hold him accountable because they're afraid it will completely destroy him. Like maybe he's not the type of guy who's going to take a lot of criticism very well.
But if that's the answer.
But that's also a major concern.
Terrible.
But the part of me thinks it might be the answer.
Yeah.
Which is even more troubling.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if they can. We'll see if they can sort this out. But your thoughts on it? 780-218-9999. How about Miranda and YYC? Not very often you win text of the day for like sort of a rant like that.
And going off.
But
the
I mean
path.
that's legit.
Yeah, that's a good rant.
That's legit. Do any of us need a freaking hype man to do our job? Like I'm going to give mid vibes because Barbara in accounting isn't screaming at me like a spin class instructor.
Yeah. And you're not making $10 million.
No, exactly. Sounds like
different tax bracket here we're talking about.
Sounds like Barbara needs to step her game up as well. Keep the text flying in. I love it. Luke in Cowtown says, I never thought Button would be the voice of reason when it came to the Oilers. This one is in from Kubota Darren. I wonder if he works at Kubota or is just a big Kubota guy. Has several Kubota products.
Has a coat.
Yeah, exactly.
He won it from there in a draw. Yeah.
Gents, this is the first time he's ever texted in. Possibly a 95.7 Cruise FMer. Me likey. Gents, Ovechkin is a perfect example of a leader that shows emotion that is infectious with the rest of his team. When he scores, he celebrates like it's his first NHL goal.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier he's had enough of them. He shouldn't. If there's one guy that's been there, done that, it's him. But you wouldn't know it, right? And Troll says if I'm supposed to do it, then give him the C.
Oh, let's see what they look like with Hyman when he eventually comes back.
Button sent you.
I know what did he say? I hope it's some sort of funny GIF or
he's a
cartoon
guy,
of him.
Oh well,
right? Because he's good at doing those. Blue text and says, "Can we get Miranda doing the pregame fire up for this team? Bringing the heat. Fire it up, girl." That's in from Blue this morning. You're my boy, Blue. Burglar says, I could always use the old Louis Varland slap on the back to get me fired up. Hey, Varland, he stands there, you slap his back. He's like, let's go.
I don't mind that. Yeah.
I low-key got a soft spot for Louis Varland. Basically came into every single game in the playoffs.
Can't hate him, yeah.
All right, portions of this hour brought to you by Hammer Injury Law. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, understand your rights and get the compensation that you deserve. Man. Look at this. Hammer Injury Law, named to best lawyer since 2021. Rick Mallett and his team know how to get you the settlement you deserve. And they'll do the free consultation thing, which is awesome. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER and drop the hammer.
1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER.
Drop the hammer. Hammer Injury Law.
They need to do a Shapiro rip.
There's got to be something like that. First of all, I hope you don't get injured in a motor vehicle accident.
Well,
but if you do, 1-855-98-HAMMER. We need to have it so that it pops up.
Yes,
like on the
just
screen.
Like the thing.
1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER.
And then you're in court. I think he's bringing the hammer in. The door. It's hammer.
By God, it's Mallet. Mallet's bringing the hammer. All right, let's get into your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the day. I'm a sucker for punishment. Yesterday, we put together that little EST part. Tried to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Oilers money line, Bouch with a point.
Your heart was in the right place.
I was trying to support the team. I was trying to support the team. Play Alberta is the title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. If you've not yet downloaded the new and improved Play Alberta app, you're going to want to do that. They've got better odds this year for NFL and NHL than they did last year. And they've got more Oilers boosted parlays waiting for you over on the Odds Boost link under Quick Links at playalberta.ca or on the Play Alberta app. You'll see Odds Boost, you'll see daily specials, then you'll see EST specials sitting right there. Yesterday, we were on the Oilers moneyline Bouch point. Killed me. That was a tough one. Today, Oilers moneyline, Nuge with a point. All right, that's a little bit safer. It's plus 178 today, which is a better number than yesterday because they don't have as good of odds against Dallas as they did against St. Louis. But it didn't matter because they blew it against St. Louis anyway. Plus 178. I also see a little lock shop CFL parlay sitting here from yesterday. Alouettes to win by 3 or more points, plus 245. With the Riders to win by 4 or more points. It's over 2.5 for the Alouettes, over 3.5 for the Riders, plus 245. That would have been Maddie and Huss locking that in. It's got Maddie
written all over it.
Find it all at Play Alberta. Download Play Alberta app. And our codes have been reloaded. I know many of you were asking. Our codes have been reloaded for the month of November. So once again, you can use EST50. You deposit $50, you get a $50 free bet. EST Sports, deposit $50, get a $50 free bet. And if you want to dabble in the casino, EST Casino, deposit 50, get 50 as well. All right, coming up, we're going to do confessions next for Spectrum Rental. That's going to happen just after 7:30. And then we're going to get more fired up.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more?
Yeah, I want to talk about that game-winning goal last night.
Okay.
No, but why doesn't this team get more fired up?
Because they're a franchise that carries itself in a way where it's like very serious, and they've been there. There's a history to it, and you have players right now on the team and the leadership core specifically that don't want to have. This isn't fun. This is. That's
real a strong start to the conversation.
This is real stuff.
It's a strong start to the conversation.
Or you could just go on DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, I was fired up about his
pretty fired up
last
if
night.
you want to take it to a positive.
Who the hell is Nick Smith Jr.? I'll tell you what he was. He was a cold-blooded assassin last night for the Lakers. That's what he was. But I want your thoughts on the Oilers and how much of the issues with this team right now is just that they're not fired up enough. That they look like they're sort of just going through the regular season motions.
And is it even an issue?
Maybe they are. Like, this is a different group, though. Like, this group has to learn how to win together in the regular season.
They'll still
on
get
a consistent basis.
dragged along like any other group.
Yeah, I know.
Kicking and screaming, perhaps, but they'll...
Underrated movie, Kicking and Screaming. Mike Ditka's in it. All right, let's get to a sports update right now, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he gets his entire staff fired up every single morning. Visit them at 938 First Street in Sherwood Park.
Hughes Suter scored the winner with 1:23 left in regulation as the Blues would drop the Oilers 3-2. Edmonton giving up a 2-goal lead in that one. Following goals from Jack Roslovic. He scored in the second straight game on the power play. Andrew Mangiapane as well, pawning one. Connor McDavid, though, would become the 4th fastest player in NHL history, reach 1,100 career points. He assisted on both Oiler goals. Edmonton now 6-5-3 on the season. They will head to Dallas tonight to battle the Stars. Tom Gazzola will get you set. The GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 5 o'clock here on EST. It's one of 10 games around the league tonight. Other action last night, Vancouver over Nashville 5-4 in overtime. Toronto scoring 4 and answered in the third to knock off Pittsburgh 4-3. And Seattle topping Chicago by a score of 3-1. Week 9 of the NFL coming to a close. Last night it was Jacoby Brissett tossing a pair of touchdowns on the road as the Cardinals snapped a 5-game skid with a 27-17 victory over the Cowboys. Arizona 3-5. The loss drops Dallas to 3-5-1. The NFL trade deadline will fall later today, 2 o'clock Mountain. NBA, DeAndre 8 and 29 points and 10 rebounds against his former team. Shorthanded Lakers knocking off Portland 123-115. Raps and Bucks tonight, one of 6 games around the association. And over to baseball. John Schneider announced as one of the 3 finalists for AL Manager of the Year award after leading the Jays to the World Series. He'll be up against the Guardians' Stephen Vogt. Dan Wilson of the Mariners, the winner will be revealed November 11th. Sports Update is brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where if one of his staff don't sell a car at least once a week, they get sent to the press box as well to watch everybody else sell cars down on the showroom floor, regardless of how much money they make and their status on the team.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thanks Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as newborn 8-pound, 6-ounce Mitch Lewicki. You can picture grown-up Mitch, or teenage Mitch, or bearded Mitch, or whoever you want.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Tuesday with the Nielson Show. AM Nasty, going FM. Thank you very much for being here with us today. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, as we like to say in the biz, tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio airwaves. We think they'll like it. We think it's bigger and better than ever before. We're going to get fired up here for Gemco Fireplaces in just a moment. We've got confessions up right away. Nielson Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson, whoa. Winter is about to settle in. Do not wait on a new furnace. Visit wjsportstalk.com today to get a little bit of a deal from Edmonton Sports Talk and the crew over at Weiss Johnson. Inbox has been a busy place today. Paris Jewelers Inbox has taken an absolute pounding so far today. Yeah. There's been a lot of good ones. Well, that's where you can send your confessions as well. Actually, have you seen Spectrum Rental?
Oh, they've got to be.
They got to be in there. They're always in there. Are they in there?
6:55. They're
early boys today.
Yeah,
early boys
Love
today.
it.
All right, let's get into confessions. What do you need to confess today? Get it off your chest. Maybe a Blue Jays confession. Maybe a work confession. Maybe a relationship confession. Oilers fandom confession. What do you need to confess? It's brought to you by Spectrum Rental, where they confess to forgetting how to do their jobs anytime their balls become loosely lodged in a fence. Order your construction heat today. And once again, it's going to start to cool down here. Order your construction heat today. They won't forget how to do that. They confess to forgetting how to do their jobs anytime their balls become loosely lodged in a fence. Oh, man, if you want to heat your construction site with the guys at Spectrum Rental, let's get after this. They've been with us since the very beginning. Absolutely love that team over there. All right, what are we confessing today? LTE, what are you confessing?
Well, I got a couple here. I must confess that I've lost faith now in Halloween.
Because there's so few kids this year?
Yeah, it was depressing. I'm also looking at a confession that was spurred on me this morning earlier. Did you confess? You didn't really ask either. You just kind of said, you're like, hey, you don't mind sharing a room in Mexico with me, do you?
Oh, yeah. We're going to share a room with roommates in Mexico.
I said, as long as you don't mind sharing with me.
And I said, I don't mind sharing with you.
Yeah. So actually, to confess, I mean, everybody likes their own rooms, but I'm kind of looking forward to bunking up with you down
me too, buddy. I think it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Well, we shared a room in Vegas one time.
We sure did.
That was an interesting experience.
Very interesting.
I think we both aged and matured since we were in Vegas.
I promise you I have.
Okay, I was mostly just saying, I was mostly worried about you. I'm basically the same guy.
This will be good. Have you seen the room? Is it kind of like
I know it's two beds. It's
a
not
chair
like
in the corner and
I don't know. There might be a chair. We'll have to see. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be good.
A little jacuzzi.
Young little Philly broke my heart. Trev, what are you confessing, buddy?
Birthday boy.
Well, I'm confessing that. Yeah, dude. Birthdays it's just getting depressing. You get older.
Oh,
that's just
no,
a side
you're
one. That's just a sad
27,
one. That's
man.
just a sad one. Yeah, I'll get on to that. I just want to say that. I was like thinking that. I'm like, the birthday party is fun, but then your actual birthday yesterday, I was just like, oh,
It's
like
different than when you were 12.
It
Like,
is. You're just like, wow, like 27, eh? That's crazy. Anyway, I'm confessing my landlord's. It's beginning. He's beginning to weird me out a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Really?
He's creeping me out a
Igor.
little bit. Igor. Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well, considering the fact that I've been with him now for 4 months, 5 months. Damn, 6 months.
6
actually.
months.
Well, I've only seen him with a shirt on once in those 6 months, and it was.
How often do you see him though? Like, have you seen him 4 times?
Once a week.
Okay, so he's just not a big.
Sometimes twice.
Yeah.
And in the summer, I signed the lease. Yep. Okay. Shirt on. And then almost immediately,
For
He
business.
signs a lease and he just immediately takes his
shirt off, man.
Keep maintaining eye contact.
Hey, glad to have you.
Yeah.
And it was fine, and it was all good. And in the summer, it made sense. It's hot outside.
Of course, yes.
And when he's pulling up a chair to tan by me, I was like, well, you're not going to tan with the shirt on, so it makes sense. And it was fun. It's all good and dandy. And then it starts to become a little nipply outside, and it's pretty cold. And he has yet to put a damn shirt on. And it was Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out. You know, this is going to be a great night, great weekend. And he's outside getting ready for trick-or-treating. And I'm like, this is a little weird. He's like, yeah, the kids will come pretty soon here. I got candy and all this.
He still didn't have a shirt on?
No.
Outside?
No.
For trick-or-treating?
He's having coffee outside.
It was windy and cold that night.
Yes, that's why I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies.
He's a thick man.
Alex.
He's got a lot of.
But, again, he's from Russia.
That's what
it's cold.
What, they don't wear
there.
shirts in Russia? Like, what
I don't know.
do you mean?
To be honest, I don't know what they do in Russia, but maybe that's the case. Maybe they just
Have you checked are your mirrors like attached to the wall? Like, are they?
Yes.
Like, do you know if they're
good mirrors?
They're good mirrors. There's
Think
nothing
so.
like behind.
He's saying-
like,
Oh no, there's stuff. I think so.
no, but
yeah.
like, they're not
I'll
like
have to-
attached to the wall.
He doesn't have a peephole.
No,
is
no,
what he
no.
said.
There's no
like, if you
peephole.
look behind photo, like
Yeah, no.
there's
There's
nothing.
none of that. I
He's
might
not
have
that
to
type
start
of guy.
investigating. But yeah, and then yesterday as well, I got home. I mean, it wasn't warm out,
No.
and it was, he's like, oh, happy birthday, shirtless again.
Is he jacked?
No, he looks good.
But he's not a mess.
He's a thick
No,
though.
yeah, he's solid. He's solid. He
It's
looks
like Ovi.
Yeah. The Ovi is a good
Yeah.
comparison. Yes. But yeah, so I'm just getting a little weirded out, and I just wanted to share that with you guys.
I think what you need to do is out weird him and have your shirt off all the time.
Have your pants off all the
Have
time.
a shirt off.
Keep your shirt on, but no pants.
Just walk
that's-
around in your ginch.
And that's kind of the
And
thing that
socks.
was,
Yeah.
he wears like Tommy shorts, but he rolls them up. He rolls so they're even shorter. So he's like technically in a Speedo, it looks like.
It's all Adidas branded too. Like,
I'm like,
all three
hey,
stripes.
holy crap. How's it going, Alex? Looking good. Yeah, that's my confession.
All right. Okay. Good confession. Good confession. Here's my confession. This is a fantasy football confession, actually. I had submitted a trade offer to a guy like 4 weeks ago.
Is his name Matthew? I won.
No. I beat Iwanek this week in that league, by the way.
Didn't you have a trade on the table with him?
I
too,
did,
or-
but Iwanek didn't take
He didn't.
it. And I had actually offered him Brock Bowers, and Brock Bowers had a huge week, and he's the reason I beat Iwanek this week. Real funny twist. Anyway, I had put this offer. I had league neighbors and a bunch of picks in play, and I put this offer out like 4 weeks ago. And it just sat there. I totally kind of forgot about it, whatever. Then in that league this week, I lose Jaden Daniels, likely for the rest of the season. And then I'm like, well, I might have to change my plans now that I've lost Jaden Daniels. And then I go look, and yesterday, the guy who I sent that trade offer to a month ago accepted the trade, like right after Daniels got hurt. And I was like, wait, is he accepting this trade because my pick might end up being better now because Daniels got hurt?
Uh-huh.
Now, it hasn't been approved by the commission yet. And my confession is, part of me is like, I should go to the commission and be like, I offered this to him like four weeks ago. And then, but I left it in the trade queue thing. So I think I just have to suck it up. But I'm trying to think about weaseling my way out of this because it hasn't been approved by the commission yet.
Sounds like an accident. You better
Right?
call the hammer.
1-855.
I made an accident in my fantasy football.
Yeah, I need some help here. So I don't know. I guess my confession is here. I was thinking about greasing it up. The problem is that the guy I made the trade with is the guy who brought me into the league 15 years ago, and I really like him, and I consider him a buddy. In fact, I think he was contemplating coming to Mexico with us.
You can do him like that?
I'm not going to do him like that. I want to, but I don't have it in me.
Hey, well.
Now, that being said, I am getting Igbuka and Justin Jefferson in the trade.
Do you want to win?
I mean, I might be winning the deal anyway.
You want to win.
But now I'm going to have to either run with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback or try to trade for a quarterback. But anyway, that's my confession. I thought about greasing it up a bit, but
that's a strong fantasy football
nice
confession.
Guy,
as the segment was birthed out of fantasy football.
I know.
Usually it's I left this guy on the bench, but this is a good one.
I know. Look, man. Actually,
very, very.
I'll be honest with you. Fedsy's probably listening to the show right now. He's a longtime listener. Fedsy, I'm going to stick to the deal that I offered you. I don't love it as much as I did 3 weeks ago, but you're my guy. We'll make the deal.
You're collecting good.
This is in spite league.
This is spirit.
If anything,
points,
I should totally be. But whatever.
You'll get yours.
This text is in. In communist Russia, shirt wears you. That's a good one. Let's get to some of your confessions here today as well. Jeez, look at this. Oh, man, Kim. Here's my weekly confession. Last June, my husband and I went to Florida for games 3 and 4 of the finals. Shout out to Chelsea for that. Oh, she booked with Chelsea from Expedia Cruises. This is how it all works with our partners here. Game 3, as you know, the Oilers got their asses kicked. Game 4, we sat beside the most obnoxious Panthers fan. We were losing 3-0 after the first. We were so pissed off with the Oilers that we left. We got back to the hotel, turned on the TV just in time to see the tying goal, and we watched the Oilers win in overtime on TV. We spent almost $9,000 for the trip to not be in the building for the Oilers win. We kept that secret to ourselves, as we know family and friends would give us a very hard time for that one. Oh, that's a tough look. You bail and your team down 3-0, and you spend $9,000 on the trip,
and you watch
and then you sit there and you go back and you watch it in your hotel.
Your hotel TV. Like, those TVs suck.
Oh, Kim, thank you very much for sharing this. But I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but you and your husband are pathetic losers.
They could also take on the hero
Kim,
aspect of it all. It was them leaving.
They sacrificed their own enjoyment.
They paid that money
to have the team turn around. Yeah. Dirty Don says, confession, I sacrificed a truck payment to buy my daughter her first car. What level of fatherhood is that? Don, I just ask a good question here. What's the truck payment? $500, $600 a month? So did you just buy her a car for $600, or was there more involved here? I'm curious. With that being said, awesome dad move. I very much look forward to the time when I can buy my son and daughter a vehicle to share.
Yes.
Right? They'll be 18 and 16, 16 and 14.
Marshall, this here is Mitch.
This is Mitch from Park Madison.
He's going to be your dealer principal for life.
I'm sorry, you have no other option.
You know that's it.
But you have to get a vehicle from Mitch. All right, good confessions, everybody. Thank you very much for sending them in. Except for Baggio, I saw yours and I don't like it. I'm not going to read it. Atif sent one in.
Yeah, I
don't know if I'm going to read that one.
I don't
either.
even think that's.
All right, so keep the
some fever dream that he had.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound real.
No.
All right, 780-218-9999. Code Red Text and says, my confession this morning is my fantasy season is done. Blown away by injuries, currently 1-8, but I must confess I'm kind of happy because last year's champion is unbelievably has a worse record than me at 0-9 and also decimated by injuries.
Dirty Don's back in $1,000 a month.
Oh, okay, $1,000 a month for a truck. What are you driving? A semi?
It's a long hauler.
Yeah. Well, actually, I guess. Yeah. Still, you must have a very nice truck.
Make and model.
It's probably a dually.
Yeah.
Right. That's the one with 2 tires.
Sure. Yeah.
That is crazy. All right. Weekly Confessions has been brought to you by Spectrum Rental. They're the funniest in the biz and also the best. Get your construction heat with them at Spectrum Rental. All right, should we get fired up a bit, you think?
I think it'd be a nice change of pace.
What would fire me up the most right now? What would fire you up the most right now?
John Schneider being an American.
Look, Schneider, they took a team that wasn't supposed to do much. I get it.
Yeah,
did he do like 9 things I hated in the playoffs?
Hey,
sure he
yeah,
did.
sure. But who didn't? Dan Wilson as well made some
like
screwball decisions.
That's something.
Made me fired up.
All right, let's get fired up.
Stephen Vogt wins it, hey? Based on that.
That's probably what
Wilson
ends up
Schneider,
happening.
good at the
Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. They're proudly serving Edmonton in the area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco. That's 9281 50th Street. You walk in there, and I want somebody to walk in and say, hey, I'm looking for a Napoleon wood-burning fireplace. And if I was a Gemco employee, I'd say, well, you've come to the right place. I always want to do that. You've come to the right place.
Yeah. You should send Igor there with his shirt off. I'm fired up.
Oh, that's his name, Igor, hey?
No, it's Alex, but
I just call him.
Oh, you call him Igor.
Well, it seems more fitting. He should.
He is kind of an Igor. Yeah, I get that. I like Igor.
I wonder why his shirt's
Igor
off
the
so
shirtless.
much.
That's what you could call him.
Yes, I'm shirtless. Yes.
All right. So here's my question. This isn't for us to get fired up.
2022 half-ton. Dirty Don says half.
But is it a dually? You
That's
never
what we want to know.
I want to know if it's a
Make,
dually.
model, we want and the color.
I don't have a friend who or listener who drives a dually. So I don't want to get too fired up about it. I already said my piece on Bouchard and one of like an unexplainable defensive play last night on the game-winning goal. Right. And you can sit here and go, yeah, but look at all the other things that happened in the game. Yeah, but even with all those other things that happened in the game, they still could have got a point if he would have just picked up Suter in front of the net instead of making an effort to get out of the way. Like he opened up the lane for Suter to come from behind the net to get to the front of the net to get the rebound to put it in.
Kyle Balla says you can't buy a half-ton dually. So
What?
It's probably not a dually.
Did I just invent a truck?
I think you did. That's a hell. You're like Homer Simpson when he makes that car with the.
I drive a truck for 2 years and all of a sudden I'm inventing new ones. A half-ton dually doesn't exist?
It'd be pretty cool. It's not a dually.
I think it probably does somewhere.
Dirty Don confirms it's not a dually.
I would bet $1 billion that if you drove up to Fort Mac right now, you'd find a half-ton dually.
Whether
I
they're
can
running
say
or
that
not,
because I lived in Fort Mac for a couple of years.
Anyways.
Why isn't this team more fired up emotionally? Is it just because of the amount of almost success they've had the last couple of years? Right?
That's okay. So success, lack of Hyman, right? That's
lack of Hyman. That's another one.
Some people were shouting Corey Perry. That's another guy.
Not having Corey Perry definitely.
Bit of an edge, right? What else we got?
I don't know. What else fires you up here, people? Why isn't this team fired up? Why aren't they fired up? Because their coach.
We will get to the bottom of this.
Knoblock isn't an overly fired up guy,
and that transcends to the.
Okay, that's a good one. Why else wouldn't they be fired up right
been
now?
there, does this kind of connect?
It's a been there, done
been
this.
there, done that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, they're on a business trip now.
Yeah,
This is all business, and they know which doesn't excuse it. I mean,
Okay, so what do we have? What's the list so far? Reasons why they're not fired up?
Been there, done that.
Yeah,
blah
okay.
blah blah. Hyman, lack of a Hyman.
No Hyman, it hurts.
Corey Perry with it kind of attached to that, so player change. Knoblock, you're taking the, aura of your coach and kind of playing off of that.
Yeah.
Is that
Can I also put that their leadership group is too cool for school?
Yeah, I was going to say
vanilla.
McDavid's your captain.
Pretty vanilla.
He's a robot.
Good player, but we've said that. I've mentioned this. We've all mentioned this before at certain points. Outstanding player, skill wise. But we got that little snippet of him in the dressing room in Florida. Dig in. That was it.
Yeah, but you don't need to be that guy all the time.
No, I know you don't. But
Show some emotion when Roslovic scores a goal.
And you're not even saying in a negative
McDavid
point.
skated over. I'm not even sure he smiled. Tapped him on the shoulder, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go back to bench."
Positive emotion is what you're. Positive emotion.
Yeah, you don't need to be a wild man every single night.
No, I get it.
I don't want to be that guy.
Be that guy.
And drawing comparables from sports, you can do it every now and then. But just watching the Blue Jays, when was it? I think Bouchard, the homer, maybe in Game 7. Just Vladdy, just yes, and for everyone, man, just happy. That's their leader. Vladdy is their McDavid, right? Just just amping him up. Like there were so many times that the camera just panned to him. And I'm like, I asked myself so many times, I'm like, man, I've never seen McDavid do that. What I've seen is him rip Jesse Puljujarvi time and time again, and all other players. And then I think of it, I'm like, dig, like, what are we doing? Like, is Sid doing that? I don't know, but I was very intrigued by watching Vladdy and just comparing him. I'm like, I asked myself that question. I'm like, man, McDavid does not treat his teammates like Vladdy.
Positive reinforcement as opposed to the negative hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stick and the carrot, as Button was kind of.
Anyway. But this team has been like, I feel like it's as they've gotten. Like, I really buy into that they've been there, they've done that kind of thing, because I don't remember when McDavid was, second year in. When it was his rookie season, he was celebrating every goal. And then the first shootout goal in Rogers Place, or it was his penalty shot, against the Battle of Alberta, it was with the Flames. It was awesome. And he just showed so much emotion. And I was like,
that's got to be contagious, right?
It is contagious. Yeah. And
so I'm going to put down marriage.
And I'm sorry, regular season regular season fans. I'm sorry, but regular season Oilers fans.
Oh,
they're pretty boring.
You're talking like in the crowd.
Yeah, they can be pretty quiet.
Oh yeah.
And I think that the Oilers players, they feed off of game one every season. I feel like it was a pretty good crowd this year. But the playoffs, absolutely, the players, I think they celebrate a lot more, and they feed off of the energy that the fans are giving them.
What say you? 780-218-9999. Why doesn't this team seem to be more fired up? We're putting together a list of reasons of why it could be the case today. K-Pulse texts in and says there's not enough creed in the locker room. Yep. Just imagine McDavid walking stall to stall singing, "Can you take me higher?" to each teammate. Instant energy.
I can't imagine that. And that maybe that's the answer to our question.
They're not doing that.
That does sound like it would be a pretty fun time.
Yeah. Another really good point is, what one team that we've kind of talked about this player earlier, but one team I always see, like right before they go and hit the ice, they're in the...
Like in the hallway before they come out.
Yeah. And more than ever, I've never seen a team this pumped up. They're like, let's go. Every single, and I get fired up watching it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's the Washington Capitals, man. It's Tom Wilson and it's Ovi. And when they had TJ Oshie, they were just, let's go. Like vibes are high. They're like, how you feeling? They're just getting pumped up, man. I've never seen McDavid and Leon before a game, hype themselves up. They never do.
Ice 256 in the nasty chat, and if you'll allow me here,
yes,
I don't agree. I don't agree with this take at all. Give the fans something to cheer for. Don't blame us.
And
I don't think
it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand.
He wasn't blaming you, and nobody's blaming fans. But you're either and you pay a pretty penny to go there. I get it. I get all that, and you want to be entertained. But part of going to sport is providing an atmosphere as well. And you said it. I mean, there is a lack of it. The playoffs, everybody gets up for that. I get that. But it can be a bit of a graveyard sometimes there. And we saw that. We saw the you go back to the McDavid signing.
Yeah.
And I mean, these are little things, but it was like for 20 seconds and then that's it.
It's true, man.
The play, you should have been kind of lose your mind. It doesn't matter.
Jonathan
lose your mind.
Taves got a way bigger for the Jets this year.
It's not nobody's blaming the fans, full stop, bullseye right on it. But there is something to be said whether you're a paying customer or a supporter of the team. And I'm not questioning support either. But I think a lot goes into when you show up there, you have by purchasing that ticket, you are saying, okay, I'm going into battle with the team, in a sense. That's what it should be as a fan at any sporting event. So
I see both sides. I know what he means.
It's a give and take. I know what he means, but nobody's blaming. Nobody. This isn't the fans' fault.
No.
But the atmosphere there leaves you wanting a lot more.
Absolutely.
Night to night.
Yes.
That can't be argued.
Well, the loudest crowd this Oilers team has had so far was when the Toronto Blue Jays almost won the World Series.
Yeah, and for a team
that was the loudest I heard.
Finals.
And when the Habs were in town.
And when the Habs were, yes.
And we were all talking about that atmosphere. Like, it's so great when they're going back. Well, imagine when you don't have a 60-40 with the opposing team split there or whatever. It should be a tough as nails place to go. A team should hate. It should be a total chore to come play here.
I agree.
Let's get to this text from the Whistle Dog. It says, aren't they just acting like they've been there before? As a fan, I haven't been excited for a single moment of these first 12 to 15 games. This is not an exciting run. It's business as usual. It would be nice to see them emote a little bit more, but I can't blame them for being a little subdued against St. Louis on a Monday night in November. Yeah, but they've been subdued the entire season. Right? If you're like, oh man, this team usually shows a ton of emotion. And they haven't. They didn't last night, but they haven't. They don't. They just, many of their games have still just felt like preseason games.
Yeah. And then, just lastly here, one more, but last year's, the dig in, that special, the prime face off into the NHL, whatever. When they were talking about the Oilers, and I remember there's just this one scene, and it was Connor and Leon. And Leon said, he's like, man, there's so many cameras around us. So many people are just going to be chirping us. Wow, we're so boring. Like, we're such a boring team. And they were joking about it. I think they know they're boring. Like, they know they are. Like, they don't care about all of that. They don't. And so...
Strummy says, I can't believe this is even a conversation. Supersized Indiana Jones says, fans aren't a problem. They're 4-1 on home ice. Again, not a problem.
I don't think anybody said fans are a problem.
No, I want to say this again. Not a problem. But a lot of people agreeing that this has always been. Tim, the old guy in Holyrood, says back in the Gretzky era, the Coliseum was known as the library. Fans know more and get what is going on. We don't need entertainment. We need wins, period. But what do people always say? What do people say about going to Montreal and playing there?
Well, it's the best place to go play.
Yeah. And it is because
it's insane.
They're on top of you, and they're
even the way that building's designed. Like you're right on. Everybody's right on top of you.
But again,
it's awesome.
Fans aren't the problem.
Chris Clements is in. This is a text from a listener. Says, I only go to 1 or 2 games a year, but it's crazy how many people don't even get their asses when the Oilers score. I've been to a game in Dallas where we stood up for the entire game. I absolutely loved it. The energy is contagious for both the fans and the players. All right, 780-2. Look, overall, I think the team's missing a little bit of on ice emotion so far this year. And if it's from another Stanley Cup loss hangover, so be it. But there's a lot of guys on the team this year that weren't around last year. Mangiapanis, the Howards, the Savoys. I think you'd like to get those guys emotionally engaged as well. And it comes back to the guys who have been here. Starting to give a damn a little bit.
Neil says, I can't count how many times I've been and had people complain about how noisy and obnoxious some fans are. Most of the fans in that building sit on their hands through the game, even when they are winning. They need a section like soccer. Well, we don't need to get into that.
That's not going to happen.
No. That's verboten here. We're not going to be doing that. Don't want to do that.
All right, so how do you get the team more fired up? 780-218-9999. We've got Greg Wyshynski coming up around 8:30. We'll take a look around the National Hockey League with Wyshynski. We have your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. The Oilers are back at it again tonight, so we'll dive into that. Kind of easy trivia, 3 questions too many. The wrap, tons going on in hour number 3. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM and you'd like to play kind of easy trivia this morning, just text Trev right now. What are we, 38-0 in the Cruise FM era? It's kind of easy for a reason. We're looking to go 39-0. We've got a gift certificate to Mr. Mike Steakhouse Casual that is up for grabs. If you want to play today, text Trev right now, 780-218-9999.
Trev just picks winners. I think that's another.
That's what I do.
You pick winners.
Yeah, you're very good at it.
You pick winners.
What can I say?
Yeah, big winner picker.
It's a great screening process.
That's what this guy is. All right, the 7 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show has been brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. 15-leg parlay, probably not using your GameSense. Little money line and maybe a player prop, could be using your GameSense. GameSenseAB.ca. Who wants to play kind of easy trivia? 780-218-9999. We will get to 3 questions too many coming up just after 8 o'clock. Edmonton Sports Talk all day long, presented to you by Play Alberta. Let's get to a sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric. That sports update is brought to you by the fine folks down at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. We're talking doors. We're talking flooring. We're talking baseboards. And of course, we are talking copious amounts of plywood. I think copious means lots. Yeah. Go see knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Here's the update.
Oilers would start out with a 2-goal lead, but ultimately fall 3-2 to the Blues in St. Louis. Pius Suter scoring the winner with 1:23 left in regulation. Jack Roslovic and Andrew Mangiapane, the goal scorers for the Oilers, who fall to 6-5-3. They're in Dallas tonight to battle the Stars. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage begins at 5 here on EST. It's one of 10 games around the league tonight. Other action last night, Brock Besser scoring in overtime, leading the Canucks over the Preds 5-4. The Leafs would score 4 unanswered in the third on way to a 4-3 victory over the Penguins. And Joey Decord, 29 saves. Seattle over Chicago 3-1. Jacoby Brissett tossed a pair of touchdowns as the Cardinals snapped a 5-game slide, defeating the Cowboys 27-17 on your Monday nighter. Arizona now 3-5, Dallas 3-5-1. NFL trade deadline will fall later this afternoon at 2 Mountain. Over to the NBA, where the Lakers shorthanded beat the Trailblazers 123-115. DeAndre Ayton had 29 points and 10 boards against his former team. Raps and Bucks tonight in one of 6 games around the NBA. After leading the Jays to a World Series appearance, manager John Schneider was announced as one of the 3 finalists for the American League Manager of the Year award. He'll be up against Stephen Vogt of the Guardians and Dan Wilson of the Mariners. The winner will be revealed November 11th. Sports Update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
We're the
100.9 ESPN. 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 100.9 E
Nielson Show. Do they have the fire to go get 5 more rings? That's the real question we ask today. Oh, I love it. I love it. You can text us anytime.
And if they don't, I 100% blame the fans.
Yeah, of course you do. Man, we're just on fire today. This is a classic day after a loss thing.
Oh, it is ever, yeah.
I tweeted last night. I said, how in the world was Suter allowed to just stand there and bury that rebound? My God, do something. Which was retweeted by the Oilers Daily Twitter account that says, why is Oilers media programmed to criticize anyone but the goalie for not doing their job? And which I retweeted and said, true, nobody in the Edmonton media has ever said a bad thing about the Oilers goaltending.
Nope.
No, definitely. We haven't sit here and absolutely ranted when Stuart Skinner put a puck right between his own legs for the other team to score. Like, just left it right there. I mean, what more do you want us to say about the goaltending? All right? If they could find something else, they should find something else. Right now, this is the bed that they've made. It hasn't been good enough. I'm not sure it will be good enough. But you also can't, like, people act like if they had another goalie, this team would be 14-0. Right? There's a happy medium you have to find where, yeah, some of the losses are on goaltending. Not all of them, but some of them 100% definitely are. And you would like that to get eradicated somehow, but it hasn't yet. But anytime, to me, what a lot of the goaltending criticism to me is more people wanting to give a free pass to McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard and Nurse and those guys because they're like, oh, well, whatever. Those guys can make mistakes, but it's the goalie's job to stop the puck. Well, it is the goalie's job to stop the puck, but it's also the defenseman's job to tie up the guy who's wide open in front because if there is a rebound, you don't want that guy to get it. And Pickard was the man last night. I thought he made some good saves, and maybe it was because they looked great because he a little bit out of position.
Yeah.
But I thought he was sliding around a little bit too much last night. But am I hanging that loss? Are we hanging that loss on Calvin Pickard last night? Is that what you want us to do? Calvin Pickard has not been good yet this season. I mean, I don't know how often you should go to him, to be honest with you, at this point. But you're just going to hang every single loss on goaltending. And to me, that's an issue. Like, you can't just hang every single loss on goaltending because it gives all these other guys who are creating critical errors that lead to the goal, you're just giving them a free pass.
And to your point, who was held shotless in the forward group last night?
Yeah, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins combined for 0 shots on goal last night, but it's Calvin Pickard's fault that they lost the hockey game. A 3-2 hockey game in which they scored 2 goals and then just sat back and pissed it away. Come on. Like, to put it on goaltending every single game is a lazy take. When the goaltending straight up cost them a game, we'll 100% say it. Right? Pickard could have been better last night. Did they lose that? What surprised you more last night? Calvin Pickard's play or McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nuge not getting a shot on goal? I'll wait for the answers. Send them on over. Like, come on, guys. All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. It is the third hour of the show that is brought to you by GD Liquidators. The 8 o'clock hour brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions and Appraisals. Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items for almost 40 years. Don't miss their monthly online auctions at www.gdliquidators.com. Canadian-owned and operated. Make them your first call. Call 780-447-2787 or pop by. I'm sure they'd love to have a conversation about the game winner last night. 145-10, 124th.
They're waiting for you.
You go in, you talk about the game winner, you buy a desk, and then you get out of there. Only at GD Liquidators. All right, Greg Wyshynski's coming up in about 18 minutes. Nielson Show every day, brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson,
whoa. Make your home comfortable now for all seasons, including the chilly winter that 'tis be upon us. WJSportsTalk.com today for all the sweet deals there. The Paris Jewelers inbox did not know the deal that it was getting into today. I mean, PJ's inbox is hanging on right now.
Yeah.
And one of those text messages will emerge from the filth and be crowned your royal pizza text.
We all must wash our hands with vinegar after the show. The cleanse of the...
all right, let's play a little kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike Steakhouse Casual. New location opening soon in Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for more details. Order online at Skip the Dishes and DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. And Mr. Mike's is a meal that delivers very well. All right? It's not like, oh, these fries are soggy. Oh, this thing, Mr. Mike's, it's like you're there. It's like you're at a Mr. Mike's. All right, who's playing today, Trev?
This is Isaac.
All right.
Isaac will be playing today.
Do his friends call him Ike?
That was a good question. I don't know.
Let's find out, I guess. He needs to get 3 of 5 correct to push us to 39-0 in kind of easy trivia. Isaac, good morning. How are you, sir?
Gentlemen, guess what? It's a thief because Trevor changed my name. So please don't be tough on me, okay, Dusty?
Trev, if he blows this, I'm going to fist fight you right now.
We just gave you credit for picking winners. And
Unbelievable.
Hang on, I have a confession as well. Dusty called me out. Yes, I did make up my confession, so I do apologize.
Okay, Tief. Trev will start the ticker after we read the first question.
All right.
I tell you, man, if he doesn't get 3 here, you're fired.
I am pissed.
You're fired. All right, here we go. Who did the Oilers lose to last night?
St. Louis.
What sport does Poos Suter play?
Hockey.
Who is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys?
I pass.
What is the name of the hockey team in Dallas?
The Dallas Stars.
Name one player on the Dallas Stars.
The goalie.
Yeah, the goalie, Atief Gobbler. Good one. And he got it!
That is why I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a paddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a paddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a paddling.
The first year we took it to the limit.
Take it to the limit!
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
39-0. They don't ask how many
or how or
whatever. If Trev should be fired.
That was funny.
Was it funny?
Come on. No, why you guys
Was it funny, Trev?
Why are you so hard on Wheels? He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He cheers loud at Rogers Place. It warms my heart. Oh, I thought that was funny anyway.
I was a little worried when he didn't know who Dak Prescott was.
Yeah. Very surprised by that.
Thank God I didn't change the questions. I did have what is the name?
No, it was kind of easy.
But when I said name one player on the Dallas Stars, and he said, the goalie.
The goalie.
I almost gave him the L just for that answer. Just for that answer. I mean, Trev, you think this is hilarious, but Trev, do you think this is a very funny joke today?
Not at all.
Yeah,
I also
don't think it's very funny. You put a 38-0 streak in jeopardy, Trev. What do you think this is? Amateur hour?
What?
Who are you? Boosh in front of the net when the game's on the line?
He's smart, okay? He is smart. I have conversations with Wheels, unlike you guys. And he's full of...
I have to see him at least once a week. Now I have to deliver this damn card to him tomorrow.
Why do you say it like that? That's awesome. Whenever I see Wheels, I am happy. He makes me happy.
Name one player on the Dallas Stars. Oh, the goalie.
That's awesome. That's an all-time answer right there. Okay, live a little. This is fun. Fun.
Hilarious. All right, let's continue moving along with the show here.
I cannot wait till he invites you to a game again.
Yeah, you know what? You should have to go. You should go to a game with the team.
Yeah, you love hanging out with the guys
dodging him.
so
You aren't
much.
gonna go with him. You guys are best buddies.
Love him so much.
You should go.
I'd love to.
Or maybe to his house for the Grey Cup party.
Yeah, I'd love to as well if that's
okay.
Possibility.
Right.
Yes. See, look at all the nasties. Had to be Trev. Don't listen to him, Trev.
Yeah, Trev. Good job.
You're a
Trev.
great guy, Trev.
Well, enjoy Grey Cup party at Wheels' place.
Thank
It's going to be. Bring your own food because he doesn't give you any.
It's a BYOF.
Oh, it is. Yeah, bring everything. Bring a couch.
All right, you can text us anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox. I love this one. This is a great text. First text They've sent in, guys, the car is in the shop and hitching a ride with the wife and kids. And oh my God, my wife listens to EST on Cruise FM. Worlds are colliding here. Longtime listener from the 1260 days from Calgary, but I've moved back. We finally got into our home a couple of weeks ago. Excited to be back and fulfill the prophecy of the Oilers winning the cup when I moved back to Edmonton. Signed, the hometown Wookie. He says, I'm also the dude that suggested zipping your jeans when washing them to prevent them holes showing up in your jeans, Dusty. Hopefully that advice worked for you.
Do you recall this advice?
I apologize, man, but I don't necessarily remember that advice.
Can you give him a little Wookie?
And I prefer not washing jeans because I like to wear them worn.
Give him a little Wookie call.
I haven't done a Wookie. I don't think I've done a Wookie in 95.7 Cruise FM. Is that the day we're having? Are we in one now?
I think we need to get back in the good graces.
Are we in one now? Do we need a 6 o'clocker lager around here or what? Are we getting in one?
I would say no.
By the way, 6 o'clocker lager on sale at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor right now. Delicious.
Mid-season form.
Thanks, man. That was my Chewbacca impression, Trev.
What the hell was that?
We call it the half Wookie.
That's not bad.
Jeez. That's how it works.
Sounds like he swallowed Jar Jar Binks.
Misa, don't think you're funny today, Trev. All right, let's get into 3 questions too many. LT, do you have a liner for this segment?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. He ain't laughing. Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
Duck Dad over in the chat says, look how much joy and energy Wheels has brought to the chat.
No, everybody loves it.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
Everybody loves it.
Not everybody. Not necessarily us. I just don't like putting the streak. Like if we were 2-0.
Sure, early
put
days.
Put the streak on the line then.
Yeah.
Now, when we remember 39, that was a teeth. 39-0 as we try to push to the all-time hit streak record. We'll see if we can get there.
I love a guy that does his own successful hockey show, but can't name a player on the Stars.
It is true.
The football one, okay, I understand.
All right. Do we have social media accounts at Edmonton Sports Talk?
Yeah.
On several different platforms. What would the platforms be, LT?
I don't know, Trev. Phone a Teef and he can tell us.
We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram.
Yep.
We're on X. Facebook as well.
YouTube, obviously, with the...
You know that Big David signing song we put on Facebook is like over 200,000 views? It's done really well.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just keeps
going
and going and going.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right, we do need one more question for 3 questions too many. We got a couple of questions. We do need one more. Look, this guy. So, hometown Wookie texts back in and says, "Thanks, guys. Quite the flex with the family hearing you guys read on my text. Great way to start the morning. Thanks, gents. Hey, guess what? I'll just say this here. Hey, hometown Wookie guys, family, you got a great father right there.
Lucky to have him.
He's an amazing dad.
Yeah.
Don't take him for granted." Martin says, "Can Dusty do an impression of Bubbles doing an impression of a Wookie?"
Now here's a stack.
I think I could give it a try, boys. I like Wookiees. I tickle them in their belly. Yeah, that's what I do. And here's my impression of a Wookiee.
It's better than Dustin's impression. Okay, Halloween 26. I mean, I know Clark Griswold is something you've always wanted to do, but you gotta.
Listen to CJ here, Chris Johnston from the 6.
It has to be. It has to be.
You know what? If I'm around for now next year, Halloween's on a Saturday, so our show will be on a Friday, and I'll be doing CFL stuff.
But we can, if it's on a Saturday, we can do Halloween whenever we want.
We could do Halloween on the Monday after Halloween. That could be something, I guess. Hey, if you're watching the show today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Hey, like we're sitting here, I don't even know what we're at. Everybody's all sad because the Oilers and Bouchard doesn't cover the front of the net, and but we could still. What are we at? 173. I'm disgusted right now. Come on, let's got to change 200. Hammer the thumbs up for the boys here. All right, let's get into question number 1. And yeah, we do need one more question. You can send it over via text here. Guys, what would it take for Knoblock to actually bench Evan Bouchard?
There's no answer.
It's impossible.
No answer. It's not happening.
It is impossible.
Want it to happen, but.
By the way, we were taking texts earlier today on if Knoblock's not going to hold Bouchard accountable, what other funny ways could we punish him? There's been some good text on that.
Going to a Chiefs for Grey Cup. He just plays lights out.
Trev, what do you think it would take for us to look at the lines one day and be like, holy crap, Bouchard's a healthy scratch?
Oh, okay. I thought you said benched. I was like, no, I think that could happen. But healthy scratch?
Yeah, I mean, we could start with a benching.
I mean, another giveaway or like 3 minutes into the first, that leads to a goal. I think
that's definitely going to happen. They're not going to scratch. They're not going to bench. They're not going to scratch him for that. I mean, that's happened multiple times.
No, but bench. Like I'm saying, for bench. like 10 minutes, kind of like what.
Yeah, because they're not going to scratch him.
No. Has there ever been a $10 million player healthy scratched? I don't think so. So yeah, no, they're not going to do that. If he has a horrendous game, like 3 games in a row, just terrible giveaways, maybe like less than 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a game, I could see them going 11-7 again. But that's not going to happen because he's going to be fine. He's going to be good.
You know what? I'd love to see it until you until you start to engage a bit defensively. You're off the power play.
Yeah.
You want to be on the best power play in the league?
You got to earn it.
Then handle the guy in front of your net for a bit. And then you can be on the power play.
I like that.
But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Question number 2, Bieber, Bassett, and Scherzer. If you can sign only one, who is it? All 3 of those guys, I believe that's probably why this question was sent in. All 3 of those guys are free agents.
Hart wants Scherzer.
I know.
But not necessarily the head.
Now, you were comfortable enough with Scherzer to throw him out in Game 7 of the World Series.
True.
Now, because of the rotation, it was his day.
But
you know
you're
what I mean?
signing him
that rotation up, knowing that
him
it could
for
go 7.
a one.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Scherzer, it would be like a 1-year deal.
Yeah, so if
the other guys, you're locking in.
Exactly. So
I'd love to see them. Look, I'd love to see them bring all 3 back.
Sure.
But if they could, if they could keep Bassett and Bieber, that's 2 pretty big pieces. But I guess if I had to choose one, I mean, I think the answer should probably be Bieber. But I loved what Bassett did when in the playoffs, man.
He can start. He can play. He can any situation, right? Like coming in, and we saw what he did in relief. Ice through the veins.
I still think it's probably got to be Bieber.
It has to
more
be Bieber.
High-end rotation stuff. Right?
I have sexy time for Bassett, and Scherzer unfortunately gets the cut due to the fact that you'd bring him for the
I wonder if it'll end up being one of Bassett and Bieber and then Scherzer as well. Oh, just a 1-year deal type of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You could squeeze in Scherzer with the.
I mean, the amount of money that they must have made during the playoffs, they should not be being outbid by anybody if they actually really want guys.
And the power of friendship is enough of a draw to
keep them in.
Either keep guys here or bring guys in. Yeah.
Colton texts into the Paris Steelers inbox today and says Bouchard should have to wear freshly washed jeans every day until he starts covering the front of the net. Stupid Peter says, technically, he was kind of benched yesterday. Played the 4th most minutes for the defense, but then Knoblock has him out there in a high leverage situation, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Well, they also only had 1 power play that lasted for just a few seconds, right? If they have 3 power plays in that game, Bush is playing 24, 25 minutes. All right, question number 3. Came in a little bit earlier from King of Fort Nasty. He wanted to be question number 1, but it's question number 3 and says, how does Trev still have a job?
I'm hardworking. Because I'm a hardworking individual. May not be the best worker, may not be the best at what I do. That's one thing I was told growing up. Be the hardest working person, and you'll go places.
That's what somebody told you, eh?
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
Why do you say it like that?
No.
Why do you say it like that?
I think it's strong advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's important to work hard.
But
that being said, he still has a job because we have nobody else to do that job for the next 30 minutes.
No.
let's see if Trev's back tomorrow.
Rude.
Am I right? We laugh at it now, but it would not be funny if he was fired after the show today.
that would suck.
I think that would be tough.
I love it here.
Will Fraser behind
Oh gosh, yeah.
Frey's over there again on the other over there with us.
Yeah.
I don't like his chances of figuring out that
I wouldn't
system.
think so. No, I.
Yeah.
9.
Nah.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim has texted back in from confessions earlier.
Okay.
It was her and her husband who left when the Oilers were down 3-0 in Game 4. Spent $9,000 on the trip, but watched the overtime win from their hotel
The good
room.
luck charm.
Says, hey, Dusty, I should also mention that, yes, we were very frustrated with the Oilers losing 3-0 after the first, but the biggest reason we left was because we felt we were bad luck to the team. We didn't have great luck when going to games, especially playoff games. Maybe that's why they won that one. Right? So flip into a hero.
As you should, yeah.
In that
That's
situation,
the story you tell the relatives
which I think
and the
is
friends.
pretty important as well. Martin is in and says, hey, at least you guys didn't fire Trev on his birthday. Exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the Oilers kicked you in the balls enough on your birthday, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, it's the third hour of the Nielson Show, brought to you by GD Liquidators here in the 8 o'clock hour. The Nielson Show today and every day presented to you by Weiss Johnson, the best in the biz. Visit WJSportsTalk.com if you're looking for a new furnace with the winter apparently right around the corner here. We're going to be stuck in the snow trough, and it's going to be pretty crazy for possibly pretty. We haven't heard from Clausen yet.
It's a
Clausen. Give us
this
the
is a
realistic
long-range forecast.
Yeah, give us the realistic snow conversation here over the next few days. Klaus, we need you to step up here for us, buddy.
Line 1.
That would be terrific. All right, Greg Wyshynski on the other side. We'll get his thoughts on the Oilers and Blues. I'm gonna ask him who's the biggest surprise in the league this year, team or player, that is also the most sustainable. Like, they surprised us, and you're like, oh, that's the real deal there.
I wanted to get into sustainability too, because there might be a lot of fool's gold right now that we don't know which is which.
Right? And we'll give you a GCL Diesel Orange and Blue breakfast to get us set for the Oilers and the banged-up Dallas Stars tonight, plus the wrap for William Huff. All still to come. Let's get to a sports update right now. You'll hear the sports update on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio over on YouTube, and at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we'll send you away for about 3-4 minutes. We'll be back with Greg Wyshynski. This sports update brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Limited Christmas party dates still available. Whether you have 50 or 150 people, they can host your party with a savory buffet dinner and quench your thirst with a full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details. Here's the update.
Oilers back at it again tonight as they visit the Dallas Stars, the second half of a back-to-back. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 5 here on EST. It's one of 10 games around the league last night as the Oilers kicked off their 2-game trip with a 3-2 loss to the Blues. Edmonton head into tonight's action with a record of 6-5-3. Other action last night, Vancouver over Nashville 5-4 in overtime. Seattle dropping Chicago 3-1. And the Leafs would score 4 unanswered in the third to defeat Pittsburgh 4-3. Jacoby Brissett with a pair of touchdown passes as the Cards snapped a 5-game slide, 27-17 over the Cowboys. Arizona improving to 3-5. The loss drops Dallas to 3-5-1. NFL trade deadline falling later today at 2 p.m. Mountain. NBA action last night, a shorthanded Lakers squad beating the Trailblazers 123-115. Raps are back on the court tonight. They'll take on the Bucks in one of 6 games. And Jays manager John Schneider announced as one of the 3 finalists for the American League Manager of the Year award. He'll be up against Dan Wilson of the Mariners and Stephen Vogt of the Guardians. The winner will be revealed November 11th. Sports Update is brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Limited Christmas party ideas still available and dates. Whether you have 50 or 150 people, we can host your party with a savory buffet dinner and quench your thirst with our full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details.
There's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm away. So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's just can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where the line and sea? Can you take me higher to a place with golden trees? Although I would like a world to change, it helps me to appreciate those nights and those dreams. But my friend, I'd sacrifice all those nights if I could make the earth and
8:34 on a Creed Tuesday with the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for joining us today. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio this morning. If you're thinking about having 3 pieces of bone-in chicken for lunch today, well, then we have the place for you. Popeyes. It's $8. $8 for just 3 pieces. Juicy bone-in chicken available at Popeyes. We're going to get to a GCL Diesel Orange and Blue breakfast as the Oilers right back at it on the road tonight against the Dallas Stars. We'll go there in about 10, 15 minutes time. We'll have the wrap for William Huff still coming up as well. But we're going to continue this hockey conversation right now with Greg Wyshynski from ESPN, joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. All of the subs at Firehouse, freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. 15 Firehouse sub locations in the Edmonton greater area. All right, let's bring in Greg Wyshynski today. Wish, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, I just had like the weakest piece of toast, just a little crappy piece of half toasted toast. And I come on the damn show. The first thing I hear is 3 pieces of delicious bone-in chicken.
Yeah, you want
and
some
then
of
the
that?
minute I come on, now we're talking about having a sub sandwich. I don't know. I feel terrible about my choices, first of all. And second of all, now you're just going to hear tummy rumbles the entire interview because of all the delicious things you've talked about.
You know what's funny is that I also had 1 piece of toast for breakfast this morning. What did you have on your piece of toast?
Just straight up margarine, man. I was running short on time, so I literally I jammed all of the toast in my mouth at once, and my wife looked at me funny, and I'm like, "Well, what's up?" She goes, "What did you just eat?" I'm like, "I just had a piece of toast." She's like, "Oh, all right, I thought that was a Pop-Tart." I'm like, "You think I could shove an entire Pop-Tart in my mouth like that in one fell swoop?" I mean, I've never tried it, but I think it'd be more difficult.
I mean, kind of part of like, so I'm a huge Pop-Tart guy. The fact you brought up Pop-Tarts, like I love Pop-Tarts. I hide them around the house because my wife doesn't necessarily want me eating Pop-Tarts all the time. And I'm starting to wonder if I could fit a whole Pop-Tart in my mouth. Now that you brought it up, like,
listen, man, I say start eating heads of lettuce, train your stomach. Time to find the Pop-Tart eating contest somewhere in North America. You're the new Joey Chestnut. You're Joey Pop-Tarts.
Joey Pop-Tarts. All right, Greg Wyshynski from ESPN joined us. The Edmonton Oilers last night had a 2-0 lead against the St. Louis team that had lost 7 in a row. They did get Rob Thomas back last night. He was pretty good in that game. But can you please tell us St. Louis is better than their record, right? Is that a thing? Is that what they are, I think, maybe?
Well, they're not 7 in a row bad. And like you said, I mean, they are going to get a little bit healthier now than they've been. That wasn't my favorite goal I've ever seen the Oilers surrender as far as the game winner goes last night, especially the timing of it. But look, man, you're facing a team that's desperate to get a win. They grinded one out. It is what it is. I don't think that we can really put the Blues on a pedestal to make everybody feel better about the loss last night. But it happens.
It does happen, I guess. The Edmonton Oilers right now they have a goals against average of 3.07.
Yeah.
And a goals for per game of 3.07. So they have the exact same numbers, both offensively and defensively. Which number went, and over 3 on both of them. Which number would concern you more right now for the Edmonton Oilers? The offense?
If I'm being honest, well, first of all, we all know that they're going to have to score themselves out of some problems. That's just kind of been the way it's been for the McDavid Draisaitl Oilers for the last couple of years running. You look around the league at some of the goals per game averages that we see from some of these teams, and where the Oilers are right now, I think should be higher in theory. What's interesting about the Oil to me right now is how the Pacific looks at the moment. I kind of thought, I predicted that the Anaheim Ducks would be a team that would linger in the playoff race until the final week of the season. I'll stand by that, but I might have been wrong in the sense that they might be a lot closer to that race, or maybe be in a playoff spot at the end of the season. I think when you look inside the numbers right now and see how Joel Quenneville has turned this team around as far as puck possession, shot attempts, and especially 5-on-5 offense, it's pretty remarkable the turnaround he's had in just like 11 or 12 games. So if you enter them into the chat, where you already have the Vegas Golden Knights and obviously the Kings to worry about, and a Kraken team that might be a little bit better than we thought as well, the Pacific could be a little bit more of a sticky wicket than we thought for the Oil as far as playoff positions go.
What about the Stars team, Greg? Even on points with the Oilers, having played 2 less games on 15 points, goal differential, as Dusty pointed out, too, -1 for the Oilers, -3 the Stars. They're a little banged up right now. Obviously, Jake Ottinger will not be participating tonight. But your thoughts on Dallas and their start to the campaign.
Well, like you said, I mean, the injury situation has been kind of disruptive a little bit for them to start the season. That's not anything out of the ordinary for Dallas, it seems like, year over year. But it's a different world when all of a sudden you go from a coach that seemed to kind of make it easy insofar as regular season success, then obviously advance to a certain point in the playoffs for 3 consecutive seasons, but not get past there. And there's going to be maybe a little bit of a learning curve in getting used to having Glenn Gulletson back there. So they'll be fine. I think, it'd be a shock if they didn't finish top 3 in the Central, but they might be just kind of finding their way a little bit right now.
You might group the Ducks into this next answer, but at this point of the season so far, what is the biggest surprise, in your opinion, that might also be the most sustainable around the league?
That caveat threw me because I had an answer, and then you caveated it on me.
Yeah.
The biggest surprise that might be sustainable could be the Kraken.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I talked to Joey Decord, their goalie, for a story that I'm working on, and he said that the team came into the season with a completely different mindset, an insane amount of confidence, and he said it all kind of came from Lane Lambert, which was a surprise to me, because if Lane Lambert was named my coach, I wouldn't be like, wow, I am super confident that we are going to thrive now based on what he did with the New York Islanders. But I think for what happened last year with the Kraken, and it was a disastrous season under Dan Bylsma, who was one and done as the head coach in Seattle, having someone come in with a different temperament, with structure, with a system that definitely benefited them defensively, I think the pieces are fitting there better than maybe I expected. So they might linger. The thing that I was going to say before you threw me, there's one stat that blows my mind in the league right now. And that stat, the number is 912. 912 is the save percentage for our beloved Columbus Blue Jackets. The reason this is insane is because their goaltending basically annually blows, except now it doesn't. And the only team that has a better team save percentage than them right now is the team that has Connor Hellebuck. So between Jet Greaves and Elvis Merzlikins, they have a 912 save percentage. Like, if they're able to sustain that, and you can tell in my voice that I'm not necessarily a buyer on that notion that they're going to be able to sustain it, but if they do, that's a playoff team. Like, they've got all they need up front. They've got Werenski. They've got a ton of things going on in that roster in a division that's probably ripe for the taking as far as the 3 seed or the wild card. And if the goaltending keeps up, then it's completely possible that they make the cut.
Yeah, Blue Jackets are 7-5 through the first 12 games. They are giving up a league high 34 shots against, but as you mentioned, their goaltenders are doing an excellent job so far there. Awards watch. First one, is that coming out today? Did it come out yesterday? When's that out?
It dropped today.
Okay.
It's the gimmick is we asked the actual voters for their ballots for these awards, so you can see where the wind's actually blowing on the narratives and all that stuff. One narrative I think we can say for sure is that many of the voters don't know that Jacob Dobas of the Montreal Canadiens is in fact a rookie. They had him in the top 3 for the Vezina, but not even mentioned for the Calder. So there might be a learning curve there that they got to get past. But real briefly, Jack Eichel leads the Hart Trophy race, 42% of the vote. The intrigue in the MVP voting is that second place is a member of the Colorado Avalanche, but it is not Nathan McKinnon. It is Cale Makar. And if Cale Makar somehow finds his way into the top 3 for the Hart Trophy, it will be the first time in 26 years, boys, that we've had a defenseman as a finalist for the award, let alone winning it, which is what Chris Pronger did back in 2000.
And there hasn't even been a defenseman as a finalist since Pronger won it?
No Nick Lidstrom.
Wow.
No Eric Carlson during his Norris years. No Quinn Hughes came close, I think, maybe last season or the season before. No Cale Makar. None of them. No defenseman. It's so weird. You would think at least one season there would have been a love fest around Nick Lidstrom to say, like, hey, we're going to give this guy his 100th Norris. Maybe we should give him some heart love too. And it never happened. It's bizarre. But Makar right now has got a pretty healthy amount of support, and he's obviously running away with the Norris at this point too.
The disrespect for Bouchard is unbelievable.
Well, and no Draisaitl in the Selke
crazy.
as well.
Draisaitl's not even in the Selke conversation. What are we doing here? Oh my goodness! All right, well, we'll see if the Oilers can get things going tonight against the Dallas Stars. Good stuff, Wyshynski. As always, buddy, we appreciate it. Go get yourself a real breakfast. Hey, go have some bacon.
I'm going to find a sandwich where I can put bone-in chicken on the sandwich.
Yes.
Now that might be dangerous on several levels. But you've incepted me. It's like
there would be a few really good bites there, though, right? Like there'd be a few incredible bites.
It'd be interesting,
yeah.
And then a painful demise afterwards as well.
Good stuff, buddy. We'll chat next week.
Take care.
There you go. That's Greg Wyshynski from ESPN. Joins us every Tuesday on the show at 8:30.
You could wrap up a drummy, like a drumstick. You could kind of.
You can sort of do that, but then you're worried about when's that bone going to pop out.
Well, that's the
the problem there. Yeah. All right, we've got the wrap for William Huff coming up in just a little bit, but the Edmonton Oilers coming off a game that I don't want to say they pissed it away, but they had it and then they just sort of let it go. Yeah, they just sort of you guys can have this one. We'll try again tomorrow night. And for some reason, call me delusional, but I kind of think they're going to win tonight. But let's get into it. It's your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Of course, brought to you by Cam and Mike and the crew over at GCL Diesel. They are providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta area for over 50 years. Projected lineups tonight. The Edmonton Oilers been rolling lately with what we saw last night. McDavid, Mangiapane, and Nuge. Draisaitl with Roslovic and Podkolzin. Roslovic, another goal last night. That line was on the ice, though, for a couple of goals against. Henrique with Frederick and Savoy. Philp with Lazar and Howard. Howard ended up only playing 7 minutes in last night's hockey game. I wonder if there's a Howard out, Tomaszek in maybe thing for tonight. Maybe a little switcheroo.
That would send the message to Bouchard.
Bouch, if you don't cover this guy in front, Ike Howard is sitting next game. Ekholm with Bouch, Nurse and Wallman, Kulak, and Emberson. And, of course, you'll see Stuart Skinner tonight. The Dallas Stars missing a few bodies for sure. We'll get more on that coming up with an injury report from LTE. Wyatt Johnston with Rantanen and Robertson. Sagan with Maverick Bourque and Sam Steele. Faxa with the Big Earn and Bastian, Oscar Bach, Colin Blackwell, and Justin Hurskowian. Hurskowian. I mean, best of luck to Jack Michaels on that one tonight. Lindell with Heiskin and Harley and Labushkin, Bischel and Petrovic. As for a list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey tonight, Rick, what do you got? Who's not going tonight?
Yes, well, you mentioned for the Dallas Stars, the host tonight, a list of walking with Rupe Hintz, Jake Ottinger, Nils Lundqvist, Jamie Benn, Matt Duchene. And for the Oilers, much of the same, as we've known, Hyman, Kapanen, Janmark.
All right, what's your key to a victory tonight here? Second half of a back-to-back.
Yeah, well, given those injuries the Stars have, most of their point production is coming from that top six. It's still a pretty good top six. No offense to Adam Earn and the rest and Huraskowian, but it kind of peters off from there. So Jason Robertson, he's like the Robert Thomas, right? He's got good over a point a game player against the Oilers in his career. So silencing him will go a long way. And but again, from an Oilers point of view, a key to a victory, and you're probably right. In true Oilers fashion, they will bounce back tonight. They'll win one. I don't know. Bouchard will have a good game. Like he won't have a lights out game, but he'll play well. He'll probably get a goal or an assist or something like that, and everything will be hunky dory. So I don't know. From a fan, yeah, you want to see a little more jam. You want to see a little more pop. You want to see a little more, as Reed Wilkins said, zest. I think if you see a little more zest, it'll go a long way in beating a banged up Stars team tonight, who will be without their goalie.
Who's their goalie?
That's just it. Just goalie. It's just goalie.
The goalie?
Just goalie.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name.
The goalie. Oh, you're doing the Atif bit still.
Yeah, Atif.
I see you're still on the Atif bit, Trev.
Well, no, he did it, and then I jumped on.
I did it, and then he,
pay attention to us.
Eric, I know.
We're tag teaming here.
I'm okay with Eric doing the Atif bit. I'm not okay with you doing the Atif bit.
Come on.
Unbelievable.
Grey Cup.
Game day prediction. Game day prediction today. I will say the Edmonton Oilers get a goal from a defenseman tonight. I'm not going to say who. I'm going to leave that as a little sneaky surprise. But I'm going to say they get a goal from a defenseman in the hockey game.
I know who you're thinking
tonight.
Of.
It's not him.
Ty Emberson.
He does have one.
I know. Oh, yeah. It's an important one.
Chris down in Alabama texted in and says Skinner will be hexed tonight as Ottinger is out and he owns him. Right? There's that. Dave in Section T says Dallas is a better team. The others will actually put in an effort tonight. And this text comes in from Zur. Zur texts in and says peanut butter and cottage cheese on toast. The best.
Yeah, well, that's what they all say, right?
Zur's messing with us, right?
I've never heard of that combination.
Nobody is putting cottage cheese on a piece of peanut butter toast. That is utterly disgusting. It's disgusting, I tell you. Now, that being said, I'm not a huge cottage cheese guy. Are you a big cottage cheese guy?
Love cottage cheese. I'll have it on a piece of toast. I've never done it, but I would. But
cottage cheese looks weird to me.
Combining the two doesn't work.
Have you tried it, though?
No, and I won't.
Or maybe you would love it.
Probably not.
Trev, do you eat a lot of cottage cheese?
No, not never. Or actually, just once. I tried it once.
So you did eat it once?
Yeah, no, it's gross.
Yeah, it
looks weird. It does nothing.
I don't think
for
I've
me.
ever had it because it looks so gross.
Yeah, just.
What is it? What is it like?
I don't
cheese
know,
that went bad or milk that went bad?
Yeah, it's a mix between
what
the
is
two.
it? What is cottage cheese?
It should be called cabin cheese. Right?
Like I'm very
These damn Ontario people.
Yeah, in Western
Cottage
Canada, it's
cheese.
cabin cheese.
Yeah, it's good protein though.
Poppy
I know it's, I know it's healthy.
Yeah, you should.
Well, because I know my roommates. That's when I had it. When I moved up here, they're like, "You never had cottage cheese?" I'm like, "No."
You put a little, cayenne pepper on.
Man, what did they have it on too? Honestly, it was something weird.
Just eat it with a spoon.
But it's just not flavorful.
A little pepper.
It's kind of like sour cream. Nothing there. No flavor.
That's gross.
Yeah.
So there's a weird texture to it, and there's no flavor.
No flavor, man.
Why don't I just put the grossest thing in the world in my mouth? Like, come on.
It's pretty much what you're doing.
That's ridiculous. See, this Jason Leduc says toasted peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
Yeah.
I get that.
You get that?
Yeah, it's pickles. Everybody loves to do crazy things with pickles.
I hate pickles.
I like the right type of pickles, but I think people do crazy stuff with pickles. Like they with cheese and pickles, and obviously peanut butter and pickles.
Sure.
Somebody probably does stupid cottage cheese and pickles. Right, pickle is a very let's do a deep fried pickle. Like everybody thinks pickles are funny to do stuff to.
It's a vegetable.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marinated cucumber.
All right, let's get into the wrap here for William Huff. Bruce Simpson over William Huff, huge pickle guy, I think. If you want your place to look as good as ours, you get it done at William Huff. They've been doing it since 1952. They're working with everybody. They're working with Hockey Canada. They're working with the NHL teams. They're working with Canadian Football League across the league. And then obviously here in town, if you need something done, William Huff gets it done for you. They'll make you look really good doing it. All right, what did we learn on the show today, guys?
Changing 200.
That's nice. I mean, Oilers win, it's a 300 day. People should not determine your thumbs up based on Oilers wins and losses.
Yeah, what are you, Knoblock with a timeout? You might as well use it.
Saving it forever.
Yeah. We also learned we went to 39-0 in the Cruise FM era for kind of easy trivia.
Yeah, Atif came through.
Isaac.
Trev thought he was hilarious again. Ever since you turned 27, you're a real funny guy now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. A lot of nasties thought it was funny too. That's why I did it.
You and Atif are a good duo, though.
I'm for the people.
You play
I'm
off
for
each
the
other.
You guys should do
you play
a
off each other.
two-man stand-up bit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit on his lap and he can, like a ventriloquist type of.
Oh, jeez.
He'd slide his hand
No,
up your back.
no. There will be none of that. I'd rather do that to him.
Surveyor Brett texts in and says, I learned that Trev's landlord is trying to hit on him for 6 months, but the poor guy can't get anything from Trev.
That's what we were all thinking, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to talk to him. I'll keep you guys up to date.
Maybe you should buy him a shirt for Christmas. And
Maybe he
then
doesn't have a
maybe he
shirt.
doesn't have a shirt.
That'd be nice.
Maybe he ran out.
Maybe he had one shirt.
Because, yeah, it's starting to get to the point where I'm like, there's something might be wrong. But if it's Christmas minus 20 out.
And this guy's still.
You should
He's shoveling the sidewalk.
Get him an EST shirt.
Yeah, I could do that.
No.
Yeah, here's a shirt.
I don't want weird Russian guy wearing that.
He's not weird.
Well, I mean, he's not wearing a shirt outside on Halloween.
Weird. Everyone's a little weird. Okay?
That's true. We all have our own weirdnesses.
Yeah. I like baths.
Oh, that's not that weird. I mean, people like baths. Like.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, let's get to your sound of the day today. Where do we go for sound of the day today? You know what? If the Oilers need to get fired up, there's only one man for the job.
I can remember back being an 11-year-old kid about 75 pounds on the basketball court against the neighborhood bully, kicking his behind left, right, and center. And when it was all said and done, he was a little bit upset, so he punched me in the mouth. My uncles were over on the side observing, talking amongst themselves adult things. When he punched me in the mouth, I decided I'm running to my uncle. You know what he did? He pushed me back to him. I went back and punched me in my mouth again. I ran to my uncle looking for protection. Needed a big bro to protect me. He pushed me back again. And you know what I did? I faced him in the eye. And I said, my uncle's not going to help me. Now punch him in the face. And then I looked him in the eye and I said, then what? Now what? Now what? Now what are you going to do? You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
That is your sound of the day today. Let's get to your text of the day for Royal Pizza.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Still making it great indeed. 55 years of excellent pizza and top-notch service. That's a recipe for success. The best and freshest ingredients you'll find anywhere on the planet, possibly the universe, depending on what arrives on this spaceship that's on the way here. Order online today, royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. I want to go back to Miranda, man. It wasn't like one of the funny Bouch texts from earlier today.
She went off the track.
But Miranda had some passion today, a passion that maybe a local hockey club could use. Miranda down in YYC is going to win a gift certificate to Royal Pizza. And you know what? We'll ship it to you because there's Royal Pizza down there as well. Morning, guys. Holy jeez. They don't need somebody to drive their emotion. They need to do their effing job. Do any of us need a freaking hype man to do our job? Like I'm going to give mid vibes because Barbara in accounting isn't screaming at me like she's a spin class instructor? Please. This is not a serious team. Miranda, fired up in YYC. Hey? Miranda, you're a hot tamale. Woo. Spicy pepperoni. That's what you were, Miranda. Hey, she deserved that today. That was good. That was really good. Congratulations, Miranda.
You're on a Royal Pizza.
Duck Dad over in the chat says, my sound of the day was the fifth answer on Kind of Easy Trivia, an all-timer. Name one player on the Dallas Stars. The goalie. Yeah, that was hilarious today, man.
Yeah.
All right, what are we watching tonight, guys? What are we watching tonight?
Raps Bucks. 6 games around the NBA tonight.
I'm gonna watch the Oilers game.
Really?
I'll try to watch the Oilers game.
Really? It's interesting.
Man, if they lose, I'll be so devastated. I can't handle another loss right now. Not now.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Okay? They just gotta win, right? I'm sorry. I'm talking
I can't wait to see you tomorrow either way.
They don't have to.
You're gonna be like, everything is fine. We're gonna be like, oh no.
I'm not talking if they lose tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or if they lose tonight. I'm not talking tomorrow morning.
So a day off, that's not bad.
It's actually.
If you play your cards right here, baby.
Yeah,
it's a tough November. You might have a lot of.
Wait a second.
A lot of vacation day.
Yeah.
All right. We've got music coming up. I'm coaching basketball tonight. I love coaching basketball. Be watching the game a little bit later on. Where are we going next? Oh, Foo Fighters, My Hero. This is a classic. We're going to get you back to that over on Cruise. Fun show today. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes tomorrow. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, stick around. The Hangout is coming up. If you're watching on YouTube, turn on autoplay. That'll take you right on over to the Hangout. Back with the Lock Shop at 11 o'clock today. That'll lead into Two Guys and a Goalie with myself, Cass, and Gager. EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. And then the Reed Wilkins Show tonight. Plus GCL Diesel pre and post as well. So lots to get to as we work our way through the shows today here at Edmonton Sports Talk. It's been a fun day. For YouTube Trev, real funny guy here at the age of 27. And Lieutenant Eric, I am Dustin Nielsen. I'll talk to you in Lock Shop. Take it easy.